Clubhouse Pizza in Ney is your small town alternative for happy food at a happy place. Featuring one of the area's best pizzas, Clubhouse Pizza in Ney will not disappoint. Wing Wednesdays, buffets on Thursday, happy hour on Friday. That's just a few of the things Clubhouse Pizza in Ney has for specials. Stop out after the game for amazing food, great drinks, and an awesome atmosphere. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or order some takeout at 419-658-2720. Come by for a visit at 210 East Main Street in Ney, or check them out on Facebook at Clubhouse Pizza Ney. Rachel and Jason Gilliam and the great staff at Clubhouse Pizza in Ney are proud supporters of the Rams. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun of Defiance has been serving Northwest Ohio for over 30 years. Need cash? Collateral pawn loans are available. Stop in and see Shar and the staff at 5727 State Route 66 North in Defiance, Ohio. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun carries a full line of new and pre-owned items that include firearms, ammo, optics, game systems, knives, jewelry, and Amish poly furniture. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun has in-house jewelry as well as a gunsmith on site. Hours of operation are Monday 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 3. Got questions? Give them a call, 419-784-9880, or visit them online at woodenindianpawn.com, or visit their Facebook page. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun, your locally owned pawn specialists. Say go Rams. The law office of Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a full-service law firm dedicated to providing quality legal services in Defiance and all of Northwest Ohio. Since 1965, their attorneys have had a well-deserved reputation of excellence in serving clients with a focus on integrity, advocacy, and understanding. At Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley, we are a general practice law firm that can handle all of your legal needs. We offer high-quality legal work and personal client service, and each of our attorneys is committed to providing you with top-notch legal support. Attorneys Jim Wiener, Danny Hill, Cam Stanley, and Ian Weber are here to assist you. Give them a call at 419-782-3010 or visit them online at wienerlawoffice.com. The law office of Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams. Drop Zone Pizzeria in Ayersville and Stryker offers the area's best pizza, wings, subs, and calzones. In fact, Drop Zone Pizzeria was voted the area's best pizza in 2020 and again for 2022. From pickle pizza to pilot bread to grandma pizza, Drop Zone Pizzeria is always looking outside the pizza box for something special for their fantastic customers. Order by calling in Ayersville at 419-395-2525 or in Stryker at 419-990-2525. Hours of operation close Monday, Tuesday through Thursday, and Sunday, 4 to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday till 9. Drop Zone Pizzeria now with 2 locations, downtown Ayersville at 13995 Fruit Ridge Road, and also at 301 South Defiance Street in downtown Stryker. Stop in at the Stryker location for a bite of ice cream. Visit them on Facebook at the Drop Zone Pizzeria, where online ordering is available. And remember, the Drop Zone Pizzeria says go Rams. The Fire and Stone Tavern in Defiance is anything but basic. In 2021, the Fire and Stone Tavern was voted to have the best pizza in the area. Now, in 2022, they've been voted as the best burgers around. Fire and Stone Tavern is the area's go-to for wood-fired pizza, amazing appetizers, and so much more. Chef Aaron and his staff are here to serve nothing but the best. No plans after the big game? Stop out for ice-cold drinks and all the games on TV you can ask for. Our back room and patio are available for events like birthdays, corporate lunches, parties, and much, much more during the week, with a 25-person minimum. Located at 211 Carpenter Road at the Eagle Rock Golf Course. The hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Give the Fire and Stone Tavern a call, 419-785-4015, or order online at firestonetavern.com. Firestone Tavern wishes the best to all the Tinora teams. Getting better together is our goal for you and your family at Fairchild Family Chiropractic. Here, we are focused on getting our patients to achieve long-term wellness just beyond short-term symptom relief. At Fairchild Family Chiropractic, we do this by working closely with you and personalizing each treatment plan. Now open and accepting new patients. Come see Dr. AJ Fairchild at 100 Stadium Drive. Call 419-576-5070 to schedule your appointment or book online at fairchildfamilychiro.com. Dr. Fairchild, a proud Tinora alum, says go Rams. Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Bidlack of Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Bidlack. He can assist you on those. At Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. protected. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season.
Batt & Stevens Body Shop is your #1 voted auto collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. We have recently built a brand new, state-of-the-art 20,000 square foot body shop along with a 2,500 square foot addition to our paint shop. This includes a brand new, eco-friendly paint booth that is top of the line. At Batt & Stevens, we use the latest and newest technology the industry has to offer. We are your experts on all makes and models of vehicles and are the only Chrysler, Ford, and GM certified collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. Give us a call today at 419-497-3111 to schedule your free estimate or stop by and visit us in downtown Jewell, Ohio. Batt & Stevens Body Shop would like to wish all teams good luck this season.
BSN Sports, the recognized leader in team athletic gear. BSN forms partnerships with educators, coaches, and students to build school pride, student engagement, and community spirit. Our partnerships give you access to the most brand names in the industry with all of the hottest products at the best prices. From Nike to Wilson to Under Armour, we can customize any team needs. Since 1972, BSN Sports has brought you the brands that make you untouchable on the field, the court, or anywhere else you play your sport. Contact BSN local sports rep Jim Gares for any of your sports needs at 419-576-8940. Have your hair and nails gotten out of control over the past few months? Cut and Polish Salon of Defiance is your local salon to get all pampered up. Cut and Polish Salon offers a vast range of quality services, including haircuts, highlights, specialty coloring, waxing, manicures, and pedicures. Please schedule a visit at their fun, relaxing salon where you can be sure that all of your hair and nail needs are a top priority. Cut and Polish Hair and Nail Salon is located at 413 Hopkins Street in Defiance. Be sure to book your appointment today by calling 419-576-5087 or do your booking online by visiting their Facebook page. Cut and Polish Salon says, remember, it's all fun and games until someone breaks a nail. Cut and Polish Salon is a proud supporter of Tinora Rams Live. Cut and Polish Salon owner Jenny Bidlack says, go Rams! Higbee Embroidery of Defiance offers custom screen printing and custom embroidery to local high schools and individuals from all areas. Connie Higbee and her staff have been serving and supporting Tinora High School as well as the Tri-County area since 1999. From throws to t-shirts to school jackets and much, much more, Higbee Embroidery is here to serve your custom needs. Higbee Embroidery also offers custom artwork if it is needed to complete your project. Higbee Embroidery is located at 1940 East 2nd Street, right here in Defiance, Ohio. Contact them at 419-428-3000 or visit them online at higbee.com or Higbee Embroidery on Facebook. If you are looking for a customizable item, Higbee Embroidery is your place. Higbee Embroidery, a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams Live Player of the Game Award. Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance has been providing seamless and transparent real estate closings in Northwest Ohio for 27 years. From contract to closing, their experienced team of attorneys and title agents work with lenders, businesses, and individuals to meet their real estate needs. Call the office at 419-782-3334, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., or visit them online at maumeetitle.com. Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance wishes all the Tinora Rams athletes the best this season.
Northwest Ohio Sports is the place for sports rankings, news, scores, podcasts, and more for area athletics. Check them out at Northwest Ohio Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Okolona Tavern, located in downtown Okolona, is the home of the famous Okie Tavern Wings. Stop in after the game and get some delicious wings, burgers, fries, onion rings, and enjoy an ice cold beverage while talking about the game. Hours of operation are Tuesday to Sunday, opening at 4 p.m. Check out the Okolona Tavern on Facebook for a menu before you head out. Mexican food specials every Thursday and Sunday. The Okolona Tavern, a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams. Optimal Performance Fitness is not just your typical gym. Here at OPF, you don't pay for a membership just to hop on a treadmill. We are a fitness coaching center that strives to provide an experience like no other. We provide accountability and results. You either work one-on-one with a certified personal trainer or in a group setting with like-minded people. Here at OPF, we want to change your mindset of going to the gym into something that you enjoy and look forward to doing. Rather than going to the gym merely to work out, we train at OPF. We are your cheering section, your motivators, and soon-to-be family. Optimal Performance Fitness strives to help you achieve the best version of yourself. Contact us today to take that first step. It could be life-changing. Stop with all the excuses. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. Call Jake at 419-438-7265 and get started today at Optimal Performance Fitness. Is your business looking for someone to take the day-to-day worries of your bookkeeping off your mind? Weber Bookkeeping Solutions of Defiance is here to help. With over 5 years of small business bookkeeping experience and 7 years in banking, you can be confident that your books are in the right hands with Jenny Weber. Let Weber Bookkeeping Solutions handle the monthly tracking and reports so that you can focus on your business goals. Contact Jenny at 419-956-1273, and you can also visit her on Facebook or at weberbookkeeping.com. Signs Excavating of Defiance offers a variety of excavating and trucking services. Signs Excavating can assist with general excavating services, demolition, and emergency repair work. From driveways to ditch cleaning to site prep, Signs Excavating is here to assist. Signs Trucking Service can also assist in any of your equipment hauling needs. They're located at 2147 State Route 66. Signs Excavating, family owned and operated since 1999. For any excavating needs, give Josh a call at 419-769-2290. And for your trucking needs, ring up Brad, 419-481-3738. Be sure to visit them online at signsexcavating.com or Signs Excavating on Facebook. Signs Excavating wishes all the best to the Tinora Rams athletes. October 22nd, 2022. Mark that date on your calendar. The Tinora Athletic Boosters is happy to announce a night at the races. 7 p.m. at the Defiance VFW. Be sure to get your tickets from the Boosters. Buckeye football is on, but don't worry. We'll have the game on the TV so you won't miss a snap. The Athletic Boosters is a non-profit organization that supports Tinora athletes, coaches, and athletic facilities. The Boosters' support is shown in many ways, including volunteering time, raising money, and contributing funds to better enhance the Rams' teams or organization's performance. Yearly and lifetime memberships are available. Find out more by visiting the Tinora Athletic Boosters on Facebook. The Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters is a proud sponsor of Tinora Sports and Tinora Rams Live.
Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Tonight's the night for high school football here on Tinora Rams Live. Here with the call of all of the action is Keith Brown.
The 2022 Tinora Rams High School football season. Coming up live from Wayne Trace High School is the Tinora Rams traveling over to take on the Raiders of Wayne Trace as we head into Week 6 here at Wayne Trace High School. Tinora comes in at 3-2, 1-1 in the GMC after that heartbreaking 20-14 loss to Antwerp last Friday. Tinora currently stands at 14th in the Ohio High School Athletic Association Division 5 Region 18 standings. The top 18 qualify. Raiders of Wayne Trace are 2-3, 1-1 in the Green Meadows Conference. In Division 6, Region 22, they are currently 15th. So the Raiders are just in the playoffs as of today. Tonight, Signs Excavating kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Signs Excavating offers a variety of excavating and trucking services. Signs Excavating can assist with your general excavating services, demolition, and emergency repair work. From driveways to ditch digging to ditch cleaning to any site prep, Signs Excavating is here to assist you. Signs Excavating is the official pregame sponsor of the Tinora Rams fall sports season. For all your excavating needs, call Josh, 419-769-2290. And for your trucking needs, get a hold of Brad, 419-481-3738. Of course, visit them on Facebook or signsexcavating.com. Overall series since 2004, Rams with a 16-4 advantage over Wayne Trace. Last season, the Rams hosted the Raiders and came away with a 37-7 win. Quarterback Nolan Schaefer was 6 of 8 for 157 yards and 2 touchdowns, while KP DeLarber was pretty effective on the ground, 17 carries, 137 yards, and 1 score. The last win in the series for the Raiders over the Rams was in 2018, a 39-14 Raider win. Rams are averaging 19 points on offense while giving up 14 points on defense. Rams have scored 3 touchdowns on defense this season. Looking back at the Rams' first 5 weeks of this 2022 season, Week 1 saw the Rams traveled to Liberty Center. Were dominated by the Tigers by a score of 31-0. Week 2, Rams rebounded nicely in their home opener to defeat the Wauseon Indians 27-13. Week number 3, Saturday afternoon, we traveled down to Lima to take on the Lima Central Catholic Thunderbirds. Rams came away with a 20-7 win in a hard-fought defensive battle. Rams defense scored 2 touchdowns, including that Braden Rostai pick 6 with 25 seconds remaining. Week 4 saw the Rams dominate the rival Fairview Apaches in the GMC opener. Rams with a 34-0 victory. Rams defense held the Apaches to minus 16 yards of total offense. And last week, week 5 at home, the Rams were defeated by the Archers 20-14 in that huge showdown game at Tinora High School. Archers scored with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Rams had one last drive, drove down the field, but a 4th down pass in the end zone came up incomplete from the 15-yard line. Last season, Rams had a total of 18 all-GMC selections while graduating 11 seniors. Rams finished at 10-2 last year. They won the GMC with a 7-0 record. Rams lost to the eventual state champion Cary Blue Devils in the playoffs. Graduated from the Rams team last year was Dylan Camp, Nolan Schaefer, Hayden Becker, Baden Hancock, Eric Bone, Cole Comiso, Bryce Bailey, Joshua Bland, Kason Wolfram, Tyler Hespy, and KP DeLarber. KP was the offensive player of the year, while Baden Hancock was the defensive player of the year in the GMC. At quarterback, Gavin Eckert has taken over for the graduated Nolan Schaefer. On the season, Gavin is 15 of 40 for 174 yards through the air, 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions. On the ground, Eckert has rushed 40 times for 50 yards and has 4 touchdowns. Receiver-wise, Cole Anders leads the Rams with 7 catches for 62 yards this season. After the graduation of KP DeLarber, as we said, Brandon Edwards is leading the Rams attack here in 2022. Edwards led the area in yards per carry last season at 9.2. Very impressive for Brandon Edwards. This season, as we look forward, Edwards has 55 carries, 340 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he's averaging 6.1 yards per carry. Brandon is back this week after missing last week versus Antwerp. Dallas Dockenhouse stepped up nicely last week, 29 carries for 186 yards. On the season, Dockenhouse 61 carries, 319 yards, and 2 touchdowns for the Rams. Here this season, Tinora is averaging 206 yards of total offense, 169 of those on the ground. Special teams, Jacob Bishop replaced all-GMC kicker Dylan Camp. Bishop also handling the punting, taking over for Nolan Schaefer, averaging 33 yards per punt this season. Defensively, the Rams' strength thus far has been that junior linebacking core. Grady Gusweiler, who was first-team all-GMC last year. Joey Geisinger, he was second-team all-GMC last year. And Braden Rostai stepped up big time this year. Gusweiler with 47 tackles. Joey Geisinger has 39, and Rostai has 35. Also, up front on the line, Will Newman and Dallas Dockenhouse had good seasons this year. Dockenhouse has 33 tackles here in 2022. Dockenhouse was a second-team all-GMC selection last year. Graham Askins, who had that big Week 4 game versus Fairview, has 5.5 sacks on the year. That leads the Rams, and he has 30 tackles. Aiden Helpke and Landon Newsom also have caused havoc up on the front line this season. Offensive and defensive line, Javen Gaines, we hope to have him back any week now. He's missed the entire season due to a wrestling injury last winter. Looking better and better every day for Javen Gaines. In the Rams secondary, Gavin Eckert anchors the defensive backfield. He was second-team all-GMC selection last year. Caden Radzik also has been a key contributor here in 2022. Looking at the Raiders, last season Wayne Trace finished at 4-6. They were 4-3 in the GMC. Tonight the Raiders enter at 2-3. So we said they are ranked 15th in the Division 6 Region 22 playoff rankings. Leading the list of returnees are senior Jared Pierce, Kyle Slade. Also returning, Race Price, Tucker Antone, Dylan Hillenbrand, as well as a few others. Raiders on offense have committed 17 turnovers this season. A stickler for Coach Holden. Kyle Stoller and Cole Moorhead shared the quarterback duties. Stoller started the season. Moorhead's been in relief. 25 of 47 for Moorhead. 316 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Stoller started the season, we said he was 45 of 84, 368 yards, 1 touchdown, and 7 interceptions. Running backs Cole Moorhead, or I guess not running back, he's just a quarterback who runs the ball. 51 carries for 203 yards, while Kyle Slade, pure running back, 47 carries, 136 yards. Wideouts, Tucker Antone has 27 catches for 221 yards, leading the Raiders. Joining him will be Race Price, 10 catches for 147 yards for Price. He's averaging 14.5 yards per catch. Raiders linebacking core is very solid. Kyle Slade, Cale Williams, Lance Moorhead. Back there, Race Price, Jared Pierce, Amos Sin, Derek Dangler. They're defensive backs. We said Raiders are 2-3. They're giving up 17 points on offense. And defense been stingy off and on. 14 points allowed per contest on defense. Raiders returning basically the same system as they used years ago. They're going to run a spread on offense and primarily a 3-5 defense. Briefly looking at the 2022 Raiders season. Week 1, a 18-14 win over Fort Recovery. Week 2, lost to Patrick Henry, 12-0. Week 3, went down to Crestview and lost 14-6. Heartbreaker to Edgerton here at Wayne Trace, a 21-20 defeat. And last week, they defeated the Hicksville Aces 40-6. Wayne Trace is coached by Matt Holden in his second season overall. Coach Holden is 6-9. Came over from the Crestview staff. He was a defensive coordinator over there. He replaced Mike Spees last season. Assisted by Austin Spees, Tyler Winsky, Tyler Showalter, Devin Winslick, Aaron Stoller, and Jaden Sherry. Athletic director here at Wayne Trace is Jim Linder. AD assistant is Debbie Kipfer. Superintendent is Paul Jones. Treasurer over here is Lori Davis. Principal is Mike Myers. Assistant principal is Brock Howe. Trainer Whitney Baker. Raiders are Division 6 Region 22 colors, red, white, and blue. Rams, coached by head coach Kenny Krause, 25th season, roaming the sidelines for the Rams. 182-76 in those 25 years, 13 playoff appearances, 2 Final Four teams for Coach Krause. Assisted by Roger McKelvey, Jeff Sleecher, Eric Becker, Casey Heldon, Charlie Kelly, and Chris Kime. Superintendent at Northeastern Local Schools is Nicole Wells. Principal Alex Nafziger. Athletic director is Mr. Craig Rutter, who says hello to everybody out there watching and listening. Trainer is Emily Volmar. Stats for the Rams, Sean and Kirsty Mack do an excellent job. Rams colors are forest green and white with a splash of black in there. They are Division 5 this year, Region 18. Wherever you are and however you may be listening, thanks for tuning in to tonight's game. Coming up, the Tinora Rams taking on the Raiders of Wayne Trace in this big Week 6 contest here in Friday night under the lights here at Wayne Trace High School. We're going to have the David Frank weather. Going to tell you the uniform colors and going to get you the coin toss. In-game scoreboard sponsor is the Drop Zone Pizzeria in Ayersville and Stryker. Pregame brought to you by Signs Excavating, and your video sponsor, Pat & Stevens Body Shop in Jewel, Ohio. So we'll be back and give you some information about the weather and whatnot here at Wayne Trace High School. I have the national anthem here at Wayne Trace, so we'll get back to our pregame. Finishing up our pregame right after National Anthem. The National Anthem by the Wayne Trace Band. Fantastic rendition there. Here at the Thursday or the Friday night meeting here. Rams have won 16 of the last 20 matchups. David Frank weather forecast. A little overcast now. And 62 degrees here at the home side jam-packed. Visitor side, fans still coming in for the Tinora Rams. Took us a little longer to get here than normal. Construction on 24. Just one lane basically from Defiance to the Paulding exit, so a little adjustment. But welcome everybody in here. Week number 6 upon us. Tinora coming in at 3-2, 1-1 in the GMC. The Wayne Trace Raiders 2-3. They are 1-1 in the GMC. Rams averaging 19 points on offense, 14 points on the defensive side, where Wayne Trace 17 points on offense, 13 points on the defensive side. Wayne Trace's major issue this 2020 season is 17 turnovers through 6 games. And guys, if you have 17 turnovers, you're going to have a tough time winning games.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. But they've been taking the ball away quite a bit also. So
yeah, they're negatives. They're actually just -6.
Yeah, so
plus minus.
You know, but you turn the ball over 17 times. Yeah, you struggle to win ball games.
Yeah, that's like even last week, too. We talked about even the passing attack and how this week potentially we'd like to see Graziani get in there and start getting some more experience. We saw him throw the ball a little bit last week, and he's got an arm on him.
Yeah, he's got a cannon, no doubt about that.
Yeah, we'll see actually what how the Rams open up. Graziani's getting a lot of reps in the pregame, so we'll see.
Did you see who got the coin toss, Keith?
I did not. That's one thing I always miss. Because they do it so early, they do it like at 6:20, and I always forget to ask the head announcer.
Another big player suited up tonight. We saw Javens Gaines was out on the field.
That's huge. Whether or not he gets, a lot of reps.
Okay.
Well, it's yet to be seen. But, yeah, it's good to see Javen back in pads. Not a lot of exciting games around the areas we had last week. Seems like every third or fourth game was just the game of that area. Tonight we got a lot of. This is probably one of the best games in the area. There's a lot of stinkers, but
last week it was Van Wert and St. Mary's in that offensive shootout, and then Liberty Center and Archbold, and obviously Tinora and Antwerp, and Wayne Trace and Tinora tonight probably one of the bigger games in the area.
Those of you on radio, Wayne Trace will be kicking right to left. Wayne Trace in the blue uniform tops, red pants, red numbers, white trim, which will be interesting once it gets darker. Rams are in the whites with the green pants, forest green numbers, black trim. Raiders have the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Straight away. Short end over end kick, hits about the 20. Eckert skates over for it, goes out of bounds. It's going to be a flag on the play. We have probably just take the penalty yardage. So the Rams will be starting their first drive, set up pretty good field position.
Where do they get that, 35 or the 40?
To be the 40. I guess it's the 35.
35.
35.
There we go.
I don't know, but whatever they're cooking over there at the concession stands, the wind is coming this way. And boy, oh
burgers,
boy.
those burgers smell good. They make
Kinda like
hamburgers and cheeseburgers.
Paulding and Antwerp do the same. They have some of the most fabulous food in the GMC. Rams coming off that heartbreaking loss last Friday night to Antwerp. We'll see. Coach Krause.
Graziani got the start.
Graziani does have the start. Graziani under center for the Rams. Man in motion, Gus Weiler. Flag. Going to have a penalty on Wayne Trace. Wayne Trace in the neutral zone there, so Rams will get a 1st and 5 coming up.
Gus Weiler started in motion there. And, Wayne Trace a little too eager.
Yep. First snap of the game, got a little too much juice.
Going to be starting the first drive here at the 40-yard line. That's going to be a nice field position to start with.
Yeah, as Logan was saying, he got all amped up listening to Thunderstruck walking out.
Actually, we'll talk about that more later, but we were actually discussing that last week during the NWO Sports podcast about pregame introductions, and right now Wayne Trace is in the lead. One receiver on the far side, two backs in the backfield. Pitch goes to Edwards. Edwards across the 45, 50, falls forward into Wayne Trace territory at the 47. Tripped up there.
Boy, he was tripped just shy of breaking that, I think.
And that's one of the aspects of the Rams offense that we missed last week was that lightning bolt in Brandon Edwards. So Rams set up 1st and 10 from the Wayne Trace. They actually spotted the ball at the 49-yard line, which
good start for the Rams. Get the ball across the 50 right away.
Ball's on the far side hash. Now Grady pays him back, gives him back. Grady giveth and Grady taketh back. Steal line. Ball's going to be spotted on the other side of the 50 now, back at the Tinora 47 or 46.
I don't think Grady heard the Thunderstruck song. They were still in the locker room.
Yeah, yes, correct. That's one thing we will see more and more of, which once it gets darker, Logan can check out the windmills in the
as we were driving over
background there. Pitch again goes to Edwards off the left side, across the 50, gets to the 49. Looks like he got the penalty yardage back. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here in the first quarter. No score on the Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
You know, that's something we were talking about earlier. It's so nice having Brandon Edwards back in the game. I mean, he's the guy that you have in your pocket. You know he's going to bust out a run, 5-10, and he's going to have his runs where he pops off a 20, 30-yard gain. And boy, did we miss that during Lane.
And Dallas Dockenhouse did a heck of a job last week. And we take nothing away from Dallas whatsoever, because he, like we said during the podcast, willed the Rams to almost victory. Graziani goes back. He's under pressure, and he's sacked way back at about the 43-yard line.
Wow.
Big loss on the play there.
Just looked like a lineman ran free there. There's no one there to stop him. And
Dyson Scott, I believe.
Dyson Scott just untouched right up the middle. Missed something there on the Rams side, but he got 3rd and long for him.
Almost looked like a delayed scheme there, because it looked like he came untouched, but it was a little bit after Graziani dropped back.
3rd and 15 here on the Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
That was literally a guy on
Ball's on the far side hash. One receiver on the far side. That's Caden Radzik. Graziani under center. Anders in motion. Inside handoff to Edwards. Gets across the 50. Falls again forward to about the 49 for about the 3rd time this drive. Rams on the other side of the 50. Unfortunately, going to bring up 4th and long for Tinora. 4th and 8.
4th and 9. They're going to punt the ball away here.
Jacob Bishop and the special teams coming out for Tinora. Tucker Antone, I believe, back. It's going to be hard to see these numbers, I can tell you that right now. I believe that's Tucker Antone back for Wayne Trace. Snap to Bishop is good. Kicks it from his 40. A little short end over end kick. Hits about the 25. Ricochets out about the 22, 23. We'll see where they put the ball down. Wayne Trace going to take over for their first drive here tonight. First quarter, no score on the Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
It was a good start for the Rams drive there. Got across the 50, but then kind of
Penalty,
stalled.
put it 5 yards back. Penalty, then a big loss on the sack on second down. Kind of puts you in a bad situation. For the Raiders, Kyle Moorhead comes out as the quarterback for Wayne Trace. Shotgun formation for the Raiders. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Moorhead takes a snap, rolls to the far side, fires it out there, almost intercepted. Graziani out there. Excellent defense on Derek Dagler.
Gus Weiler was trailing there. I figured that the Rams are going to go back to putting pressure on these guys, keep them from having time to set their feet.
Moorhead taking over, 25 of 47, 316 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Ball's on the near side hash. 2 receivers go far side, 1 near side, 1 back in the backfield. Moorhead in motion, or Moorhead in the shotgun. Shoestring tackle by Braden Rostai. Ball carrier gets about the 25.
He did a good job not biting on that motion out there. He sat and waited for the quarterback to just do that draw and was right in perfect position.
8:32 and winding here in the first quarter. No score on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. AJ may have to drop in some down and distance and time because I'm back in the corner here today.
You know, guys, I just noticed Joey Geisinger is not out there. I know he'd been limping quite a bit. I saw him at a volleyball game the other night limping pretty bad. So not on the field right now.
Moorhead straight back drop, fires it over the middle, has a man. Oh, Gus Weiler stepped in front of the intended receiver.
Almost a duplicate replay of what happened to LCC. Just kind of slid back into the little spot there as the receiver made the break across the middle.
Tucker Antone, the intended receiver, and Grady had other thoughts. 4th and 8 for the Raiders. Back deep for the Rams. Cole Anders, Gavin Eckert. Dangler runs a fake, tries to go outside. Radzik, first man there, trips him up.
Good job, Tinora.
Grady Geisinger finishes him off. 4th down and 8. Raiders go for it. Try a fake right.
What a risky call on their side of the field,
deep
too.
in their own territory. So the Rams are going to take over 1st and 10. At the Wayne Trace 20. At the Wayne Trace 28.
Ooh. You know, that's something Tinora really needs, especially with their offense struggling throughout the year. And these two teams are actually more alike than you'd think. They both have quality defenses, but their offenses year up to date have struggled to put points on the board.
Yeah, that's what I think the stats you said, Keith, was 19 points and 17 points for
they're almost identical.
Yeah.
So Coach Holden rolling the dice and comes up empty. Straight ahead, handoff. Dockenhouse first carry. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line. Gain of about 5 for the Rams. Be 2nd and 5 for the Tinora offense. No score. Halfway through quarter number 1.
Yep, got about 7:43 to go this quarter.
Thank you, AJ. Ball's on the far side. This field, as we said when we walked in, looks fantastic. Nice and green. Nice paint job. Graziani fakes it, rolls near side. Going to tuck it and keep it across the 25 to the 23-yard line. Gain of about a yard and a half, maybe 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 4 for the Tinora offense. Again, for those of you just joining us, Dominic Graziani getting the start here under center for the Rams. Gavin Eckert is healthy.
He's actually just entered the game.
So Gavin will probably be a 2nd or 3rd wide receiver.
I think he's entering at quarterback.
He's coming in the quarterback, so there we go. Anders in motion. Fake. Eckert keeps it. Across the 20, falls forward to the 18. I think he's going to have a first down. It's going to be close.
Yep, real close.
So Eckert comes in for Graziani. Quarterback keeper across the left side. It's going to be 4th and Boy,
Not
they were
even
going to
gonna
measure? It's right on the.
They're measuring.
Yeah, they're putting the yard marker right on the down marker where it's a first down.
They started to put the yard marker beyond it.
So we're going to have an official's timeout here for a measurement.
I would have to bet this is going to be a first down. There's no way it's not.
We'll zoom in for the fans at home to decide.
Yes. Batten Stevens on the video sponsorship as always, and thanks for Logan for running the camera. Does a fantastic job. See what we got here. First down by half the football. Rams first and 10 from the Wayne Trace 18-yard line. No score here in the first quarter.
What great weather for football tonight, though.
This is perfect. David Frank weather was 62 degrees at the opening kick. Two receivers near side, shotgun formation. Eckert takes it off the left side, runs out of bounds at about the 15, may have got to the 14. See where they spot it on the far side.
It's marking it to 13, I think.
Wow, that's our first.
Wow.
All righty, so it's second and about 4 for the Rams offense.
Clock stopped at 5:58 right now.
Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Especially last week, we had 400 and what was that, AJ? 420 something at one time.
I think it hit 403 was the
Wow,
highest I saw
that's
at one time.
Amazing. Far side hash. Eckert under center.
Offsides again.
We're going to have offsides. Brandon Edwards went to reset, and in doing so, Wayne Trace a little bit antsy for the second time.
Called it on Wayne Trace.
Yeah.
It's going to give Rams a first down there.
Yep, first and goal from about the 7-yard line. Rostai checks in for Radzik.
Tell you what, talking about the weather, it seems like the day that fall officially started, it just temperature dropped. It's like the weather knew.
Almost the exact time. Hey, it's fall. Bottom falls out.
Yeah, they're just still overloading that full side gradient.
Dockenhouse takes it off the left side, gets close. Going to spot him about at the 1-yard line, it looks like. It'll be second and goal for the Rams here in the first quarter. No score on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
No, I just love watching
3-yard line.
3-yard line.
Just love watching Dockenhouse run the ball. I mean, he runs so hard, and he hits
does.
those holes right up the middle.
Yep. Dockenhouse, 28 carries and 179 yards last week. Eckert goes under center, full house backfield. Inside handoff, I think, went to Dockenhouse. Going to be just short of the goal line.
Referee's walking in right on the line. I'm going to say it's half a yard.
It's right up third. About the length of the football for a score for the Tinora offense.
Let's do a quick silent count QB sneak.
Eckert under center. Quarterback sneak straight ahead. Eckert looks like he's in there, and he is. Gavin Eckert takes it in from half a yard out. 4:47 to go here in the opening quarter. Rams take a 6-0 lead.
Good series.
Rams chewed off quite a bit of time off the clock there, too. I think they took the ball over at about 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes, somewhere around there, and chewed up quite a bit of clock.
Rams capitalized on what I consider Wayne Trace's mistake on trying to go for a fake punt there.
Jacob Bishop on for the extra point for the Rams. Graziani on the hold. Kick up, and it's good. Extra point by Bishop makes it Tinora 7 and Wayne Trace nothing. We'll be back on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. 4:47 to go here in the first. Rams on top, 7-0. Stay tuned for more action right after this time out.
October 22nd, 2022. Mark that date on your calendar. The Tinora Athletic Boosters is happy to announce a night at the races. 7 p.m. at the Defiance VFW. Be sure to get your tickets from the boosters. Buckeye football is on, but don't worry. We'll have the game on the TV so you won't miss a snap. The Athletic Boosters is a nonprofit organization that supports Tinora athletes, coaches, and athletic facilities. The Boosters' support is shown in many ways, including volunteering time, raising money, and contributing funds to better enhance the Rams team's or organization's performance. Yearly and lifetime memberships are available. Find out more by visiting the Tinora Athletic Boosters on Facebook. The Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters is a proud sponsor of Tinora Sports and Tinora Rams Live.
Back here at Wayne Trace, Jacob Bishop ready to boot the ball in the air. High, deep, end over end kick, way back to the 5-yard line. Takes it near side, 20, 25. Grady Gusweiler on the tackle for the Rams. So as Tony said, Rams set up in perfect field position on the Raiders. Went for, I believe, a 4th and 8.
Yeah, it was long. Fourth
Deep in their own territory.
Yeah, it was very, very risky, and the Rams capitalized on that. So good play for the Rams. But Wayne Trace just living on the edge there and trying to make something happen, maybe.
Trips.
3 receivers break the huddle. They go far side, 1 near side, back in the backfield behind Moorhead. Moorhead takes a snap, straight back drop. He's going to run it. Rostai comes up. Joining him is Graham Askins on the tackle for the Rams. Gain of about 5 on the play.
Talking about Wayne Trace faking the punt, they did that last year to us too, I believe, early on.
That's right.
I mean, that's something that Wayne Trace must like against Tinora.
For those of you just joining us, last 20 years, which I was surprised myself, Rams have 16 wins to Wayne Trace's 4. And that does include the Wayne Trace semifinal, or the state final year, when they had those good teams there with the Speece kids. Moorhead takes a snap. He goes far side, chased by
It's going to be a holding on the play there.
Graham Askins. He is knocked out of bounds into the Rams bench. There's a flag on the play, as AJ says.
Yeah, I saw the jersey getting pulled a little bit there.
Gain of about 5 for the Raiders.
As Askins broke free, they were kind of pulling on his jersey a little bit.
No, I said Moose, we can top that if we have those two in.
I'm sorry, Keith.
No, go ahead, Tony.
As we're sitting here, I noticed Javen Gaines is in there, and that's a huge plus for the Rams. As we talked a little bit before the game off air, 7 months out from ACL surgery. So, as Dr. Logan was telling us, that's maybe a brave move, but hopefully he stays healthy. That's a huge plus for the Rams.
2nd and 15 for the Raiders. Shotgun snap. Moorhead takes a snap, goes straight ahead, gets across the 20 to about the 22-yard line for the Raiders. Bring up 3rd and long. Moorhead on the ground has 50 carries for 203 yards and 5 scores.
Closing in on a 3.5-minute mark here.
Ball's on the far side hash for the Raiders. Coming in for the Raiders, Jude Stoller. There's got to be a sin on this roster somewhere, right? Yep, right there. That's what said.
Sins and species. I was like, all the Wayne Trace, man.
1 receiver far side, 3 near side. Moorhead, a little swing pass in the backfield. Caught back there, and he is just dropped by a slew of Rams. Tucker Antone.
Man, I tell you what, looks like they moved Cole Anders into Joey Geisinger's spot there at linebacker. Those the 3 linebackers we talked about. They didn't miss a beat there. Those guys just bottled him up.
That was a heck of a read by the Rams defense there.
Antone got that ball, and there was just nowhere to go. A swarm of Rams all around him.
I didn't quite see who made the initial contact, but then Rostai comes in and delivers quite a hit to him.
4th and 18, 2:25 and counting here in the opening quarter. Oh, Grady.
Peter.
Ball hits at the 35, goes to close to the 40 where it's touched by one of the Raiders, but Grady just launched himself in the attempt to block that punt.
A couple weeks ago, we got called for leaping on
which
that.
I kind of was
surprised we didn't get it again.
Right.
About the same thing happened last time. He kind of got flipped. But a few weeks ago, he got flipped into the punter.
Yep.
That was against Fairview, I believe.
Yes, it was.
So Rams are going to start here. Really good field position again at the Wayne Trace 41-yard line. Ball's in the center of the hash marks. Rams leading 6-0 here in the first quarter on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Is this going to be like an LCC game where we start the ball on the other side of the 50?
Two backs in the backfield, tight formation for the Rams. Now the reset in the backfield. Graziani hands it off. Oh, Dockenhouse crossed the 35, flipped, lands about the 33. See where they put the ball down. Going to be close to a first down. Second and short for the Rams offense. Call it 2nd and 2 as we wind down the first quarter here.
For some reason, when Dockenhouse always gets tackled, it seems like he's always getting hit in the legs and doing a flip every single time. Never fails.
Well, I don't blame him for hitting him in the legs. He runs tough. You hit him in the shoulders, you're probably going to get knocked down.
Oh, I agree.
Ball's on the far side hash. Graziani back in the game for Tinora. Gets under center. Pitch fake to Edwards. Graziani keeps the ball. Under pressure. Chased way back to the 45. Now fires it. Got a man out there. Brandon Edwards catches the 25-20, 15-10, 5-4-3, 2-1 touchdown.
What a play.
That's going to make the highlight film there. I believe that was a 33-yard touchdown pass. Graziani ran about 50. He's kind of like Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that reminds me of.
I was with the Tinora coaches. Get rid of the ball. There was all kinds of Wayne Trace guys around him, and he kind of
got pancaked between about 3 blue jerseys there and somehow scored it out.
Yeah, he scored it out there and found Brandon Edwards wide open there. Great job by Brandon to be aware of him coming back across the field.
Bishop on for the extra point. Graziani on the hold, out of wind, I think. Kick up, little floater is no good. So Bishop's extra point is no good. Rams with 1:23 to go here in the opening quarter lead the Raiders of Wayne Trace by a score of 13-0. We'll be back on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard right after this time out.
Batt & Stevens Body Shop is your #1 voted auto collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. We have recently built a brand new state-of-the-art 20,000 square foot body shop along with a 2,500 square foot addition to our paint shop. This includes a brand new eco-friendly paint booth that is top of the line. At Batt & Stevens, we use the latest and newest technology the industry has to offer. We are your experts on all makes and models of vehicles and are the only Chrysler, Ford, and GM certified collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. Give us a call today at 419-497-3111 to schedule your free estimate or stop by and visit us in downtown Jewell, Ohio. Batt & Stevens Body Shop would like to wish all teams good luck this season. Northwest Ohio Sports is the place for sports rankings, news, scores, podcasts, and more for area athletics. Check them out at Northwest Ohio Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Back at Wayne Trace. Rams lead 13-0, and that was a heck of a play by Dominic Graziani. Bishop has the ball teed up at the 40 on the far side. Deep end-over-end kick. Again, chases the Raiders back to the 5. Across the 10, 15 comes Antone. Tackled in the backfield there. Trenton DeLarber with a tackle on Antone. Flag all the way up here at the 35.
Well, I guess that's probably holding against Wayne Trace. Kind of in that realm.
It's on them.
Well, the Rams will take, or the Raiders will take over with 1:17 to go here in the opening quarter. Rams on top, 13-0. Thanks for joining us here on this fantastic Friday night from Wayne Trace.
I guarantee this is not the start that Wayne Trace wanted to see.
Not at all.
Yeah, that was I think AJ and I were talking. I think it was 2 plays that Graziani scored. Touchdown pass there. Score touchdown, get the ball back, and score 2 plays later. That's tough for Wayne Trace.
Ball all the way back to the 14-yard line. Moorhead, shotgun formation, fires over there on the far side. Catch is made across the 15 to the 20. Ezra Sin on the catch there. Speaking of sins.
You mentioned it.
Ezra.
There it is.
Yeah, we apologize, but the numbers for Wayne Trace to be one of those guys. The numbers for Wayne Trace kind of blend in with the blue. So as the night goes on, we're going to be
especially the 58, 68.
Yeah,
It kind of all blends. It's hard to read.
3-by-1 this way.
Ball's on the far side hash. 2nd and 4 for the Raider offense. 3 receivers near side, 1 far side. Moorhead, shotgun formation, straight back drop, fires deep down the far sideline. Nice catch over there. About the 45-yard line.
Graziani was there. He just didn't get his head around quite quick enough to make the stop, but he was all over him.
Derek Dagler, I believe, on the catch over there.
It was a nice job. Nice job on the catch. He went up and got that ball at the high point there, and was able to keep his feet in bounds, which was pretty impressive. I've seen the Tinora coaches kind of waving it off like they wanted to say he was out of bounds, but regardless, it was in bounds. Good play by Wayne Trace.
First down Raiders at their own 43-yard line as we close out the first quarter here. Rams on top 13-0. 3 receivers near side, 1 far side.
Option.
Pitch goes out there. Rostai is the first man there.
And Askins making the
Yeah,
finish.
Graham Askins finishes him off. Loss of big chunky yardage there for the Raider offense.
Loss of 4 to 5 yards, yeah.
Be 2nd and 14.
It's one of those things where you run the option to the short side of the field. You don't give yourself a lot of room if
10 seconds to go here. That's going to be the end of quarter number 1. Rams will take a 13-0 lead, looking very impressive here in quarter number 1. We'll be back with second quarter action. Tinora 13, Wayne Trace 0 on the Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Clubhouse Pizza in A is your small-town alternative for happy food at a happy place. Featuring one of the area's best pizzas, Clubhouse Pizza in A will not disappoint. Wing Wednesdays, buffets on Thursday, happy hour on Friday. That's just a few of the things Clubhouse Pizza in A has for specials. Stop out after the game for amazing food, great drinks, and an awesome atmosphere. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or order some takeout at 419-658-2720. Come by for a visit at 210 East Main Street in Nay, or check them out on Facebook at Clubhouse Pizza Nay. Rachel and Jason Gilliam and the great staff at Clubhouse Pizza Nay are proud supporters of the Rams.
Northwest Ohio Sports is the place for sports rankings, news, scores, podcasts, and more for area athletics. Check them out at Northwest Ohio Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
We're back here at Tinora High School. Keith Brown, Tony Fairchild, Dr. Fairchild, Dr. Logan Bailey here with you on this Friday night. Rams 13, Raiders nothing. We'll switch fields. Raiders now going left to right. 4 receivers on the far side with the man in motion. Catch out there by Tucker Antone.
That's the way to attack that.
Again, Rams defense, fantastic read on that play. Gain of about 1, maybe 2 for the Raider offense. Going to bring up 3rd and 13.
I tell you what, Keith, they're throwing that ball behind the line of scrimmage, and all you see is white jerseys flying to the football.
That's a swarm of Rams.
Man.
And the thing that's impressing me is they've got 3 or 4 lead blockers out there, and the Rams are still blowing through it like they're not even being touched.
I think Tinora learned a little bit after Antwerp's performance last week.
Just kind of surprised to see, too, Wayne Trace continue to go back to that, especially like you said, Tony. I mean, they've tried it a couple times, and it's still not working.
They've almost had it picked off once.
Moorhead swings it out in the backfield. Reception. Nowhere to go. That was another fantastic read by the Rams. Ezra Sen on the catch. Lost big yardage, or not big, I guess. Lost 5 on the play. Be 4th and forever for Wayne Trace.
We just said that the Rams are collapsed on that quick, and they try it again. And the Rams coaches here in the background were thinking that he was going to try to double pass that, maybe do like a kind of a little screen and then do another pass, but regardless, didn't get it off.
Anderson Eckert back deep for the Rams. End over end kick up at the 41-yard line by Cole Anders. So the Rams are going to take over at their own 41 here, leading 13-0, just the start of quarter number 2 on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in.
You know, I really like what I saw out of that last play. I mean, though it was a fair catch, we've talked about that time and time again, how just stepping up, making a fair catch can help so much in the field position game. And we've seen Tinora players in the past, in the last couple games, not do that. So, I mean, even though something as simple as a fair catch, that's a huge play there.
Yeah, absolutely. We've heard the coaching staff talk about that as well.
Ball's at the 40 of Tinora, near side hash.
Well, you know, it can end up costing you 10, 15 yards just if the ball rolls wrong.
Graziani, quarterback for Tinora, hands it off to Edwards. Edwards across the 40, gets close to the 45, maybe the 44-yard line.
Not real sure what happened
slow
there.
developing play there.
Yeah.
Looked like one of those rugby scrums there.
Going to be 2nd and 7 for the Tinora offense.
Yeah, Graziani kind of came out from underneath center, like slow motion, just kind of handed the ball to Edwards, and then it just kind of started slowly developing at that point. That was weird.
Not sure if he was, I don't know. Anyways, he got made something out of nothing there.
10:49, 48, and winding here. Ball's in the center of the hash. Rams with a 2nd and 7. 3 backs in the backfield. Graziani fakes it to Amal, throws it out in the flat. Pass is caught out there, I think, by Brandon Edwards. Unfortunately, he caught it. Probably about a 2 or 3 yard loss on the play. Going to be 3rd and 10 for Tinora.
Would have been better to let that ball go.
Yeah, but you also don't know what's behind you necessarily as a receiver, so it's, if anything, kind of knock that one down.
Just bat it out of bounds maybe. That's all right. See what the Rams can do here on 3rd and long. Hopefully they can, convert it. I don't see the Rams trying to go for it on a 4th down and short. Ball at the 50.
3rd and 10 for the Rams offense here. 9 minutes and counting. Shotgun formation. Graziani stumbles back all the way to the 30-yard line. Going to be 4th and forever for the Tinora offense. I think Graziani got a little too quick under his feet, kind of lost his balance, and once he stumbled, could not regain his balance.
Kind of looked like maybe the snap surprised him. It was low, and like maybe it was sooner than what it was supposed to be. It looked like he kind of surprised. He went down to get it quick and then just stumbled.
Back deep for the Rams is Jacob Bishop. Bishop averaging 33 yards a punt this year. Going to catch it at about the 15. He'll punt it from the 20. Good snap. Bishop, nice high, deep kick. Hits it about the 45 and almost rolled into that Wayne Trace player who went flying. Finally touched by the Rams. So Wayne Trace will take over. That was Alex Holmeyer for Tinora that downed the punt.
Keith, you mentioned earlier about the windmills over here around Wayne Trace High School. And, as we were driving over tonight, I looked over to the west, and there's just hundreds of these things out
they're
here.
Everywhere now. Started out just a few, and they're like here to Antwerp, to Paulding, everywhere.
Yeah, but none of them are moving. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe there's no wind moving.
Yeah, I think they're all just manually controlled anymore. It's not actually a windmill controlled by wind. It's just like automated, like everything in the world anymore.
I don't know. I thought, maybe they don't need the electricity tonight. If you thought maybe with the football game on, turning the lights on, they might have had to kick a couple of them on.
3 receivers near side, 1 far side. Wayne Trace under pressures. Moreland, he goes down.
It's going to be a big loss there.
Taryn Ward, among others, in there for the Tinora defense.
Javen Gaines coming in there for the sack.
Javen Gaines, yes, good to see out of Javen.
Got up there, a little excited, did a little dance. It's good to see him be able to
first tackle by Javen. And sack, half a sack. Not sure what the coaching staff will give him, but we'll say Javen got the sack. Rams lead 13-0 as we approach the 8-minute mark here in the second quarter.
Brings up a 2nd and long for Wayne Trace.
Second and about 19.
Seems like Wayne Trace has been playing from behind the sticks the whole night.
2 receivers far side, 2 near side. Moorhead takes a snap. He goes straight ahead. I think that was Javen again.
Yep. Yeah.
Gaines is fired up over there. Back-to-back plays by Javen Gaines. This is the first action he's seen since his wrestling season. Coach Helton gives him a big old hug as he heads over there to the sideline on the far side over there. Good to see Javen back.
Tell you what, it's always nice to see somebody come back like that. That's he hasn't played at all this year, so to see him come in and just immediately start making a difference is awesome.
It's like you put a carrot in front of a rabbit. You just make him chase the carrot. So that's what Jamin's been doing. He's finally got the carrot. He's just like a caged tiger, ready to go. Third down here, 3rd and 14 for the Raiders. Ball's on the far side hash. Pass comes out here on the near side, out of bounds. Graziani with a heck of an interception.
Yeah, this side's motioning for a catch.
Rostai saying, hey, he caught that. These guys are talking, the officials.
He's saying it's in. It's in.
Oh, Braden Rostai with a heck of an interception over here on the near side at about the 40-yard line. Coach Holden is like, there's no way. You're nuts.
I'll tell you, I looked the way he was stretched out, it looked like he was going to be in bounds. Now, that's an excellent catch, excellent interception.
There's a couple plays on here tonight. If I have time, I'm going to have to edit into a highlight package. That Graziani to Edwards touchdown and this interception by Braden Rostai was just amazing. At the time, I mean, I thought it was just going to be an interception, but he looked like he caught it in the Rams bench.
Just about almost immediately, the linesman was calling that a catch.
One receiver far side, Caden Radzic. Pitch goes to Edwards, across the 40 to the 45, close to the 50. Brandon Edwards, like he was shot out of a cannon there. Going to be about a yard short of a first down. Be 2nd and a short one for the Tinora offense. Rams lead 13-0, just under 7 minutes here to go in the second quarter on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. Next week, packed house at Tinora. Get out for the River rivalry.
Well, that'll be a great game. Harrisville's been playing well, guys. That'll be a tough one
There's
for the
a big
Rams.
tailgate, I think, by one of the, I don't want to say which bank. I'm not sure.
It's State Bank.
This is a State Bank?
Yep.
So get on out there. Dockenhouse tripped up as he crossed the 50 to the 48-yard line.
Logan was just talking about. They always get him by his feet, and sure enough, he got tripped.
I know.
He did a flip through the air again.
He gets tripped up all the time. I don't know what it is, but like you said, I mean, you hit him high, you're not going to take him down.
That was funny. You just mentioned that. Then also he runs through there, and his feet go flying in the air.
1st and 10 Rams from the Wayne Trace 49-yard line. Ball is placed right in the center of the field here. As we said, this field over here looks fantastic tonight. Ayersville, saw a picture over there. Raphael, the AD at Ayersville, shared a picture. Their field looks just one of the better ones we've seen this year. Inside handoff to Edwards. Gets across to 49, maybe gets to the 47-yard line.
Easy, Brandon. Easy. Little extracurricular, they were blowing the whistle, and he got pushed way back and then thrown on the ground. He came up with a little bit of fire.
2nd and 8. Well, 2nd and 9. They moved it back a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Tinora offense. Rams lead 13-0. 5:30 to go here in the second quarter.
I see that hamburger smoke coming his way.
I know.
Edwards takes a pitch across the 47 to the 45-yard line. And as Coach Becker and Coach Keim said, we're going to be smelling some burgers here pretty soon. And Coach Fairchild called it. Here it comes.
Yeah, we're about to go down at halftime.
Just like 10 burgers, please, up to the press box ASAP. Oh, man. Looks like Burger King flame-broiled burgers coming this way.
It does smell like Burger King.
13-0 Tinora, under the 5-minute mark here in quarter number 1. Quarter number 2. Quarter number 2. Ball's on the far side hash. 2 backs in the backfield. Radzic near side receiver. Eckert under center. Pitches it to Edwards. Caught in the backfield. Gets close to the 45. Going to bring up 4th and about 5 for the Rams offense. See what Coach Cross wants to do. Probably bring on Jacob Bishop, and here comes Mr. Bishop out to kick it away for the Rams.
Nice play there by the Raiders. I tell you what.
I mean, nice read.
Yeah, nice read. Made him pitch and then broke right away. As soon as he pitched, he broke on the running back. Nice.
You know, it makes you wonder if Wayne Trace didn't give the ball to Tinora on such short field, what this game would be at. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, that punt, I think, that fake punt is a difference maker.
Antone deep for the Raiders. Bishop going to kick from about his 45 and it's blocked.
Oh, no.
All the way back to the 20. Picked up by the Raiders. They're going to take it in for a touchdown. Landon Fultz with a block punt.
Seen that coming all day, guys.
They brought everybody coming there. There was nothing those two upbacks could do anything about that. There was 5 or 6 of them coming.
Flag on the field there too.
I saw that coming last punt because Bishop took just a little bit of getting that ball off, and it didn't surprise me that they were going to come after that.
Yeah, Wayne Trace was just lined up and bringing the house on that one.
Yeah, they saw that and said we could go get this, and they went after it.
So the Raiders, and just like that, the snap of the fingers, are right back in the game. Landon Fultz picks it up, takes it in.
Well, you go for the fake punt, and then you go for the punt block, and yeah, you're 50-50.
Coach Holden rolling all kinds of dice here tonight.
50-50 here, so.
13-6, 3:47 to go here in the half.
You said there was a flag. What was the flag for?
Not sure. I don't know if it was some sort of like celebration or something because it was thrown after he was already in the end zone.
They may access that on the kickoff. We'll see.
I think that's what they're discussing right now.
You know, that's where
post.
They've changed that. Is it in college where they changed that? That it's actually on the try now? If they get penalized in the end zone, something like that. One of them is that it's on the try, so you back them up, 15 yards from and make the try longer.
High snap, extra point, blocked by Grady Gusweiler. So Grady on the block. 3:47 to go here in the half. Tinora 13 and Wayne Trace 6. We'll be back right after this time out.
Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun of Defiance has been serving Northwest Ohio for over 30 years. Need cash? Collateral pawn loans are available. Stop in and see Shar and the staff at 5727 State Route 66 North in Defiance, Ohio. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun carries a full line of new and pre-owned items that include firearms, ammo, optics, game systems, knives, jewelry, and Amish poly furniture. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun has in-house jewelry as well as a gunsmith on site. Hours of operation are Monday 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 3. Got questions? Give them a call, 419-784-9880, or visit them online at woodenindianpawn.com or visit their Facebook page. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun, your locally owned pawn specialists. Say go Rams.
Northwest Ohio Sports is the place for sports rankings, news, scores, podcasts, and more for area athletics. Check them out at Northwest Ohio Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Back here, 13-6. Rams on top. Ayersville, good friend Gary Brown over there. Ayersville leading just 8-0 tonight over, I believe, Hicksville.
Wow. Another surprising score. Brian is up 28-0 over Patrick Henry.
Whoa.
Wow.
Somebody, or one of my friends, Clayton Frank, actually commented on that when he said that Brian's going to pull the upset. Wow.
How's Delta doing?
I don't know.
I bailed on Delta.
I believe I saw Archbold is winning.
Wow.
There's the Brian
shocker.
surprise. Yeah.
They're kind of the reverse of last week when Brian were like, what the heck's, man.
So it must have been that excessive celebration or whatever was assessed on the kickoff.
Or kick it from the 25. Short end over end kick. Taken from the 40. Eckert across the 45. Gets to the 46. Where he's going to be brought down. Rams will start 1st and 10 from their own 46. 3:39 to go here in the opening half, and we just like the snap of a finger, we went from a 13-0 game to it's 13-6.
Again, it just goes to show how important special teams
Absolutely.
is. I mean, it's a third of the game. You have your offense, defense, and special teams.
We talked about that the last couple of weeks. We talked about it on Logan's podcast.
We traded blocks there. They blocked the punt, got 6. We blocked the extra point, kept them from getting 1. Not a great trade, but hey, we'll take it.
Ball's on the near side hash. Eckert back in the game for the Rams. Inside handoff, Dockenhouse across the 45 to the 50. Stoller on the tackle for the Raiders. 2nd and 8 for Tinora.
Rams offense needs to get moving here.
3:20 and winding here in the opening half.
Started out well, moved the ball well, moved on 2 drives, and it's kind of stalled here the last couple.
Rams had a 13-0 lead. Raiders with a block punt for a touchdown. Closed the gap to 13-6. Grady Gusweiler with the punt block. Inside a handoff, Dockenhouse across the 50 to the 48-yard line for Tinora. It's going to bring up third and about 4, we'll call it.
3.
Sin on the tackle for the Raiders. 2:40. And winding here in the first half.
You know, I believe this is just the second drive that Tenora's had on their side of the field actually to start. So go ahead and see if Tinora can punch it in.
Big first down here. Got to get a third and make this happen here.
Eckert shotgun formation, low snap. Eckert's going to take it. He's going to run straight ahead. Gets across the 45. Should have enough for the first down, and he does. First down to Nora. Eckert needed 4. I think he got 5. First down Rams. 2:18 to go here in the first half. Tinora 13.
Graziani stumbled and fell on that shotgun snap, and haven't seen him since.
Tinora 13. Wayne Trace 6 on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard as the sun has set here. Lights in full action here at Wayne Trace. Far side hash, no receivers, tight formation for the Rams. Eckert goes under center. Makes a handoff, straight back drop. Eckert
Good boy, Gavin.
under pressure.
Good boy. Yeah.
45-40 to the 38-yard line. Eckert making something out of nothing there.
I'm looking. I can't.
Gain of about 5 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 5, we'll call it, for the Tinora Rams. 124 and counting here. I believe Tinora has all 3 timeouts remaining.
Gavin needs to kind of put his shoulder down and pop that guy instead of taking that shot. He needs to deliver that. He's getting tackled there.
Near side hash mark. Tight formation again for the Rams. Edwards takes the pitch. Goes right side. Across the 40, 35, 30. Up the 25-yard line. Brandon Edwards ripped off about 15 on the play. Another first down for Tinora. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line.
50 seconds and counting here.
50 and counting. I can't see the scoreboard, but I think we had 3 timeouts.
Yeah, I believe so. There's not actually a timeout thing on the scoreboard, but
Edwards takes the handoff. Right up the middle, gets about 3 yards. Going to be 2nd and 7 for the Rams. We got Jacob Bishop back there for the Rams as far as field goal attempt coming up. And actually it popped up on my memories, the Reeves field goal, the 50-yarder. So I think it said 8 years ago at Holgate. Wow. Yes, Marcus Reeves 50-yard field goal.
Yeah, I don't remember. We had field goal kickers there for a while. Marcus Reeves and Marcus Mosier, right?
Yeah, Mosier,
Alex
Reeves,
Mosier.
Alex, yes.
Sorry, Alex Mosier.
Yep.
I just remember being at Hicksville those guys trying to kick the ball over top
the
of the
concession stand.
concession stand over there.
40 seconds to go here in the half. Rams have it. 2nd and 7.
It was always like the crowd was more interested in whether the ball was going to go over the concession stands or not.
I think Delta had something similar as well. They tried to kick it in the far end zone away from the street over that concession stand.
Edgerton has kind of the same
thing. They do.
Cars park at the end of the field. They try to kick it out
of
the
cars. We'll give you some scores here at the half when we get to that. But
Rams got to punch this ball in here at the end of the half. Take that into the locker room.
Radzik near side receiver, Andrews far side receiver. Eckert takes a snap under pressure, throws it out there. First down to Nora. I think it's Cole Anders out there with the reception.
Did a fantastic job throwing out there on the sideline, letting him get out of bounds.
Yeah, nice job by Anders by turning right past the sticks.
We've talked about plenty of times. Eckert is a lefty, so if that looked kind of bizarre to you, Gavin is a left-handed quarterback, so he rolls to his right
often.
And he has to kind of turn and adjust his throwing motion because his momentum is taking him away from the throw. Pitch goes to Edwards. Caught in the backfield. Gets something out of nothing. 25 seconds to go here in the half. Timeout on the play. A gain of 2 by Edwards. Going to be 2nd and 8.
We're going to run that play. We need to give that to the wide side of the field and give Edwards some room to use that speed to get outside and maybe race somebody to the goal line here.
Timeout on the field. timeout brought to you by Clubhouse Pizza and A. Stop out after the game.
Tell you what, this field position with 27 seconds looks real familiar to last week. Unfortunately, Rams did not get in the end zone that time. But hopefully they can overcome that this week.
Something we keep talking about Brandon Edwards, though, and it's glad to see him out here because I believe it was supposed to be a 2-game suspension, and luckily it was appealed. And I believe, from what I've heard, they'll never overturn a complete suspension for the next game, but you can appeal it to 1 game.
That's
good news for the Rams.
Yeah, unfortunate Brandon missed last week, but good to have him back for hopefully the remainder of the season because he is definitely a difference maker for the Rams on offense. Rams break the huddle. Grady Gusweiler comes near side. 2 receivers, far side, Anders and Radzik. Shotgun formation for Eckert. Low snap, scoops it up, fakes the throw. Ball falls out of his hands and he loses it. Picked up by the Raiders, recover the fumble. I assume they're going to rule that a fumble and not an incomplete pass.
To me, it looked like an incomplete pass, like he tried the tuck rule.
Right, exactly. That's kind of what it looked like.
To me, it didn't look like a fumble, but that would be one of those if you're at home watching this and you can back it up let me know what happened there. It looked like he tried to pull the ball down, and the ball came out. So
a turnover on the Rams right before the half thwarted that red zone opportunity. Rams were definitely in Jacob Bishop field goal range. Cole Schulden's offense comes back on the field for the Raiders with 20 seconds to go. Rams lead 13-6 over the Raiders. Moorhead in shotgun formation. We'll see what the Raiders do here. They're running back way back, and he's going to take a knee. And that's going to be the end of the half here at Wayne Trace High School. Halftime. Raiders and the Rams. Rams 13, Raiders 6. We'll be back with your first half analysts and some stats when we get them from Sean and Kirsty. First half controlled by the Rams. I'll say that block punt, Rams defense doing a really good job. But we'll be back to talk about the first half right after this from a couple of our sponsors here on Tinora Rams Live. BSN halftime report coming up next.
Is your business looking for someone to take the day-to-day worries of your bookkeeping off your mind? Weber Bookkeeping Solutions of Defiance is here to help. With over 5 years of small business bookkeeping experience and 7 years in banking, you can be confident that your books are in the right hands with Jenny Weber. Let Weber Bookkeeping Solutions handle the monthly tracking and reports so that you can focus on your business goals. Contact Jenny at 419-956-1273, and you can also visit her on Facebook or at weberbookkeeping.com. BSN Sports, the recognized leader in team athletic gear. BSN forms partnerships with educators, coaches, and students to build school pride, student engagement, and community spirit. Our partnerships give you access to the most brand names in the industry with all of the hottest products at the best prices. From Nike to Wilson to Under Armour, we can customize any team needs. Since 1972, BSN Sports has brought you the brands that make you untouchable on the field, the court, or anywhere else you play your sport. Contact BSN local sports rep Jim Garris for any of your sports needs at 419-576-6894.
Back here at Wayne Trace High School, Rams with a 13-6 lead over the Wayne Trace Raiders. First half scoring summary went like this. 4:47 to go in the first quarter. Gavin Eckert with a 1-yard touchdown run. Extra point by Jacob Bishop was good. Rams led 7-0. Right before the end of the first quarter, Dominic Graziani scrambled about 45 yards across, or actually behind the line of scrimmage, 45 yards. Saw Brandon Edwards in the flat as he was running for his life. Edwards grabbed it, took it in for a 33-yard touchdown pass. The extra point was no good. Rams took that 13-0 lead into the second quarter. Stayed that way to the 3:47 mark. Jacob Bishop back to punt from his 31-yard line. Landon Fultz and basically entire Raiders special teams came through and blocked the punt. Fultz scooped it up at the 31-yard line and took it in for a Raider touchdown. The extra point was blocked by Grady Gusweiler. Rams had a drive right before the half, like they were in field goal range for Jacob Bishop. Gavin Eckert went back to throw. Ball slipped out of his hands. They ruled it a fumble instead of an incomplete pass. Raiders recovered and just took a knee to end the half. So at the half here, Rams lead the Raiders 13-6. First half analyst, guys.
I tell you what, it started off good for the Rams, and then it's kind of just the offense kind of sputtering again. I'm not sure what changes they'll make on the offensive side, but the Rams have got to find some offensive power somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Tony. I think looking at the first half, you can sum it up all special teams. I mean, you look at the plays. Wayne Trace, their first drive, they have it on their half of the field. They try to fake it. They lose it. They give the short field to Tinora. They go down and punch it in. I mean, you look back again, Tinora gets a punt blocked, and they miss an extra point, too, as well. Yep. And then Wayne Trace returns that for a touchdown. And then again, Wayne Trace gets a PAT blocked. So look at how important special teams has been in the first half. So I think going forward, like you said, Tony, the offense of the Rams has to step up, because the only 2 drives we've had on our going the length of the field, we've came up with no points. So I think that's the big step going forward, and be curious to see how they continue to use Graziani and Eckert. It looks like they're using Eckert more as a running quarterback, but sneaking a pass here or there, and Graziani's trying to pass it more. So let's see what they do in the second half.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the Rams come out kind of almost like a dual threat there with swapping back and forth between Graziani and Eckert. They've been kind of going back and forth quite a bit, so it opens up a lot of different opportunities depending on who's in there. And we haven't seen a whole lot from Graziani, so I know there's not a whole lot of scouting that's been done with him. So we're just kind of seeing it all firsthand, and so is Wayne Trace. So some of these passes that we've seen completed, like the one to Edwards, is the first thing we've seen this year from a passing game, really.
That was quite the excitement. First half scores from around the area here at the half. Rams with a 13-6 lead. Edgerton 32, Paulding nothing. No score from Fairview and Antwerp. Again, I'm using ScoreStream. Liberty Center 35, Swanton nothing. Defiance 17, Elida 7. Crestview 7, Bluffton 2, and probably the most surprising score from around the area, as Logan said earlier. Bryan 28, Patrick Henry nothing. Columbus Grove 6, Lipsick nothing. That's at the half. And I guess second surprising score at the half, Ayersville 8 and Hicksville nothing. Like we talked during the Northwest Ohio podcast, some of these teams that are, just kind of playing out their season, Lucas Smith, this is a prime example right here. You go into Ayersville and you're trailing at the half by a score of 8-0, and suddenly you come out of the half with, hey, wow, we're in this game. Northwood 32, Hilltop nothing, Archibald 30, Delta nothing. These are all close to halftime scores. Napoleon 13, Maumee nothing. North Central and Dixie, there's no score reported. Wauseon 20, Evergreen nothing. That's the second quarter score. Van Wert 10, Otterwick Landorf nothing. Hopewell Loudon 21, Lima Central Catholic 2, and that's it from around the area. So here at the half, Rams with a 13-6 lead. We'll be back with first half stats and give some more scores from around the area. Until then, thank all of our fantastic sponsors here at Tinora Rams Live.
Clubhouse Pizza in A is your small-town alternative for happy food at a happy place. Featuring one of the area's best pizzas, Clubhouse Pizza in A will not disappoint. Wing Wednesdays, buffets on Thursday, happy hour on Friday. That's just a few of the things Clubhouse Pizza in A has for specials. Stop out after the game for amazing food, great drinks, and an awesome atmosphere. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or order some takeout at 419-658-2720. Come by for a visit at 210 East Main Street in Nay, or check them out on Facebook at Clubhouse Pizza Nay. Rachel and Jason Gilliam and the great staff at Clubhouse Pizza Nay are proud supporters of the Rams. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun of Defiance has been serving Northwest Ohio for over 30 years. Need cash? Collateral pawn loans are available. Stop in and see Shar and the staff at 5727 State Route 66 North in Defiance, Ohio. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun carries a full line of new and pre-owned items that include firearms, ammo, optics, game systems, knives, jewelry, and Amish poly furniture. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun has in-house jewelry as well as a gunsmith on site. Hours of operation are Monday 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 3. Got questions? Give them a call, 419-784-9880, or visit them online at woodenindianpawn.com, or visit their Facebook page. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun, your locally owned pawn specialists. Say go Rams. The law office of Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a full-service law firm dedicated to providing quality legal services in Defiance and all of Northwest Ohio. Since 1965, their attorneys have had a well-deserved reputation of excellence in serving clients with a focus on integrity, advocacy, and understanding. At Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley, we are a general practice law firm that can handle all of your legal needs. We offer high-quality legal work and personal client service, and each of our attorneys is committed to providing you with top-notch legal support. Attorneys Jim Wiener, Danny Hill, Cam Stanley, and Ian Weber are here to assist you. Give them a call at 419-782-3010 or visit them online at wienerlawoffice.com. The law office of Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams. Drop Zone Pizzeria in Ayersville and Stryker offers the area's best pizza, wings, subs, and calzones. In fact, Drop Zone Pizzeria was voted the area's best pizza in 2020 and again for 2022. From pickle pizza to pilot bread to grandma pizza, Drop Zone Pizzeria is always looking outside the pizza box for something special for their fantastic customers. Order by calling in Ayersville at 419-395-2525 or in Stryker at 419-990-2525. Hours of operation close Monday, Tuesday through Thursday, and Sunday, 4 to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday till 9. Drop Zone Pizzeria now with 2 locations, downtown Ayersville at 13995 Fruit Ridge Road, and also at 301 South Defiance Street in downtown Stryker. Stop in at the Stryker location for a bite of ice cream. Visit them on Facebook at the Drop Zone Pizzeria where online ordering is available. And remember, the Drop Zone Pizzeria says go Rams. The Fire and Stone Tavern in Defiance is anything but basic. In 2021, the Fire and Stone Tavern was voted to have the best pizza in the area. Now, in 2022, they've been voted as the best burgers around. Fire and Stone Tavern is the area's go-to for wood-fired pizza, amazing appetizers, and so much more. Chef Aaron and his staff are here to serve nothing but the best. No plans after the big game? Stop out for ice-cold drinks and all the games on TV you can ask for. Our back room and patio are available for events like birthdays, corporate lunches, parties, and much, much more during the week, with a 25-person minimum. Located at 211 Carpenter Road at the Eagle Rock Golf Course. The hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Give the Fire and Stone Tavern a call, 419-785-4015, or order online at firestonetavern.com. Firestone Tavern wishes the best to all the Tinora teams. Getting better together is our goal for you and your family at Fairchild Family Chiropractic. Here, we are focused on getting our patients to achieve long-term wellness just beyond short-term symptom relief. At Fairchild Family Chiropractic, we do this by working closely with you and personalizing each treatment plan. Now open and accepting new patients. Come see Dr. AJ Fairchild at 100 Stadium Drive. Call 419-576-5070 to schedule your appointment or book online at fairchildfamilychiro.com. Dr. Fairchild, a proud Tinora alum, says go Rams. Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Bidlack of Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Bidlack. He can assist you on those. At Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season.
Batten Stevens Body Shop is your #1 voted auto collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. We have recently built a brand new state-of-the-art 20,000 square foot body shop along with a 2,500 square foot addition to our paint shop. This includes a brand new eco-friendly paint booth that is top of the line. At Batten Stevens, we use the latest and newest technology the industry has to offer. We are your experts on all makes and models of vehicles and are the only Chrysler, Ford, and GM certified collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. Give us a call today at 419-497-3111 to schedule your free estimate or stop by and visit us in downtown Jewell, Ohio. Batten Stevens Body Shop would like to wish all teams good luck this season.
BSN Sports, the recognized leader in team athletic gear. BSN forms partnerships with educators, coaches, and students to build school pride, student engagement, and community spirit. Our partnerships give you access to the most brand names in the industry with all of the hottest products at the best prices. From Nike to Wilson to Under Armour, we can customize any team needs. Since 1972, BSN Sports has brought you the brands that make you untouchable on the field, the court, or anywhere else you play your sport. Contact BSN local sports rep Jim Garris for any of your sports needs at 419-576-8940. Have your hair and nails gotten out of control over the past few months? Cut and Polish Salon of Defiance is your local salon to get all pampered up. Cut and Polish Salon offers a vast range of quality services, including haircuts, highlights, specialty coloring, waxing, manicures, and pedicures. Please schedule a visit at their fun, relaxing salon where you can be sure that all of your hair and nail needs are a top priority. Cut and Polish Hair and Nail Salon is located at 413 Hopkins Street in Defiance. Be sure to book your appointment today by calling 419-576-5087 or do your booking online by visiting their Facebook page. Cut and Polish Salon says, remember, it's all fun and games until someone breaks a nail. Cut and Polish Salon is a proud supporter of Tinora Rams Live. Cut and Polish Salon owner Jenny Bidlack says, go Rams! Higbee Embroidery of Defiance offers custom screen printing and custom embroidery to local high schools and individuals from all areas. Connie Higbee and her staff have been serving and supporting Tinora High School as well as the Tri-County area since 1999. From throws to t-shirts to school jackets and much, much more, Higbee Embroidery is here to serve your custom needs. Higbee Embroidery also offers custom artwork if it is needed to complete your project. Higbee Embroidery is located at 1940 East 2nd Street, right here in Defiance, Ohio. Contact them at 419-428-3000 or visit them online at higbee.com or Higbee Embroidery on Facebook. If you are looking for a customizable item, Higbee Embroidery is your place. Higbee Embroidery, a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams Live Player of the Game Award. Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance has been providing seamless and transparent real estate closings in Northwest Ohio for 27 years. From contract to closing, their experienced team of attorneys and title agents work with lenders, businesses, and individuals to meet their real estate needs. Call the office at 419-782-3334, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., or visit them online at maumeetitle.com. Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance wishes all the Tinora Rams athletes the best this season.
Northwest Ohio Sports is the place for sports rankings, news, scores, podcasts, and more for area athletics. Check them out at Northwest Ohio Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Okolona Tavern, located in downtown Okolona, is the home of the famous Okie Tavern Wings. Stop in after the game and get some delicious wings, burgers, fries, onion rings, and enjoy an ice cold beverage while talking about the game. Hours of operation are Tuesday to Sunday, opening at 4 p.m. Check out the Okolona Tavern on Facebook for a menu before you head out. Mexican food specials every Thursday and Sunday. The Okolona Tavern, a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams. Optimal Performance Fitness is not just your typical gym. Here at OPF, you don't pay for a membership just to hop on a treadmill. We are a fitness coaching center that strives to provide an experience like no other. We provide accountability and results. You either work one-on-one with a certified personal trainer or in a group setting with like-minded people. Here at OPF, we want to change your mindset of going to the gym into something that you enjoy and look forward to doing. Rather than going to the gym merely to work out, we train at OPF. We are your cheering section, your motivators, and soon-to-be family. Optimal Performance Fitness strives to help you achieve the best version of yourself. Contact us today to take that first step. It could be life-changing. Stop with all the excuses. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. Call Jake at 419-438-7265 and get started today at Optimal Performance Fitness. Is your business looking for someone to take the day-to-day worries of your bookkeeping off your mind? Weber Bookkeeping Solutions of Defiance is here to help. With over 5 years of small business bookkeeping experience and 7 years in banking, you can be confident that your books are in the right hands with Jenny Weber. Let Weber Bookkeeping Solutions handle the monthly tracking and reports so that you can focus on your business goals. Contact Jenny at 419-956-1273, and you can also visit her on Facebook or at weberbookkeeping.com. Signs Excavating of Defiance offers a variety of excavating and trucking services. Signs Excavating can assist with general excavating services, demolition, and emergency repair work. From driveways to ditch cleaning to site prep, Signs Excavating is here to assist. Signs Trucking Service can also assist in any of your equipment hauling needs. They're located at 2147 State Route 66. Signs Excavating, family owned and operated since 1999. For any excavating needs, give Josh a call at 419-769-2290. And for your trucking needs, ring up Brad, 419 419-481-3738. Be sure to visit them online at signsexcavating.com or Signs Excavating on Facebook. Signs Excavating wishes all the best to the Tinora Rams athletes. October 22nd, 2022. Mark that date on your calendar. The Tinora Athletic Boosters is happy to announce a night at the races. 7 p.m. at the Defiance VFW. Be sure to get your tickets from the Boosters. Buckeye football is on, but don't worry. We'll have the game on the TV so you won't miss a snap. The Athletic Boosters is a non-profit organization that supports Tinora athletes, coaches, and athletic facilities. The Boosters' support is shown in many ways, including volunteering time, raising money, and contributing funds to better enhance the Rams' teams or organization's performance. Yearly and lifetime memberships are available. Find out more by visiting the Tinora Athletic Boosters on Facebook. The Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters is a proud sponsor of Tinora Sports and Tinora Rams Live.
Are you ready? I said, are you ready?
Tonight's the night for high school football here on Tinora Rams Live. Here with a call of all of the action. Keith Drop Zone Pizzeria in Ayersville and Stryker offers the area's best pizza, wings, subs, and calzones. In fact, Drop Zone Pizzeria was voted the area's best pizza in 2020 and again for 2022. From pickle pizza to pilot bread to grandma pizza, Drop Zone Pizzeria is always looking outside the pizza box for something special for their fantastic customers. Order by calling in Ayersville at 419-395-2525 or in Stryker at 419-990-2525. Hours of operation close Monday, Tuesday through Thursday, and Sunday, 4 to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday till 9. Drop Zone Pizzeria now with 2 locations, downtown Ayersville at 13995 Fruit Ridge Road, and also at 301 South Defiance Street in downtown Stryker. Stop in at the Stryker location for a bite of ice cream. Visit them on Facebook at the Drop Zone Pizzeria where online ordering is available. And remember, the Drop Zone Pizzeria says go Rams. The Fire & Stone Tavern in Defiance is anything but basic. In 2021, the Fire & Stone Tavern was voted to have the best pizza in the area. Now, in 2022, they've been voted as the best burgers around. Fire & Stone Tavern is the area's go-to for wood-fired pizza, amazing appetizers, and so much more. Chef Aaron and his staff are here to serve nothing but the best. No plans after the big game? Stop out for ice-cold drinks and all the games on TV you can ask for. Our back room and patio are available for events like birthdays, corporate lunches, parties, and much, much more during the week, with a 25-person minimum. Located at 211 Carpenter Road at the Eagle Rock Golf Course. The hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Give the Fire & Stone Tavern a call, 419-785-4015, or order online at firestonetavern.com. Firestone Tavern wishes the best to all the Tinora teams. Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance has been providing seamless and transparent real estate closings in Northwest Ohio for 27 years. From contract to closing, their experienced team of attorneys and title agents work with lenders, businesses, and individuals to meet their real estate needs. Call the office at 419-782-3334, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., or visit them online at maumeetitle.com. Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance wishes all the Tinora Rams athletes the best this season. Clubhouse Pizza in Nay is your small-town alternative for happy food at a happy place. Featuring one of the area's best pizzas, Clubhouse Pizza in Nay will not disappoint. Wing Wednesdays, buffets on Thursday, happy hour on Friday. That's just a few of the things Clubhouse Pizza in Nay has for specials. Stop out after the game for amazing food, great drinks, and an awesome atmosphere. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or order some takeout at 419-658-2720. Come by for a visit at 210 East Main Street in Nay, or check them out on Facebook at Clubhouse Pizza Nay. Rachel and Jason Gilliam and the great staff at Clubhouse Pizza Nay are proud supporters of the Rams. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun of Defiance has been serving Northwest Ohio for over 30 years. Need cash? Collateral pawn loans are available. Stop in and see Shar and the staff at 5727 State Route 66 North in Defiance, Ohio. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun carries a full line of new and pre-owned items that include firearms, ammo, optics, game systems, knives, jewelry, and Amish poly furniture. Wooden Indian Pawn & Gun has in-house jewelry as well as a gunsmith on site. Hours of operation are Monday 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 3. Got questions? Give them a call, 419-784-9880, or visit them online at woodenindianpawn.com, or visit their Facebook page. Wooden Indian Pawn & Gun, your locally owned pawn specialists. Say go Rams.
Back at Tinora High School, Keith Brown, Dr. AJ, Dr. Logan Bailey, Coach Tony Fairchild with you. Rams with a halftime lead of 13-6. First half summary. Gavin Eckert with a 1-yard touchdown run, 4:47 to go in the opening quarter. Extra point by Jacob Bishop was good. Rams with a 7-0 lead. Probably one of the more exciting plays we've seen this year. Dominic Graziani scrambled for his life, probably ran about 40 yards up and down the near side to the far side. Finally found Brandon Edwards in the flat. Edwards made the catch behind the line of scrimmage and took it in for a 33-yard touchdown. Extra point was no good. Rams led 13-0. Rams basically controlled the first quarter and into the second quarter. On a 4th and long, Jacob Bishop went back to punt. Wayne Trace basically sent everybody through. Landon Foltz picked up a block punt off the foot of Bishop, took it in for about 31 yards out. Extra point was no good. It was blocked by Grady Gusweiler. Rams with a 13-6 lead. And the Rams, right before the half, had a chance to add at least 3 points, if not more. With about 25 seconds to go, Gavin Eckert faked a throw. The ball slipped out of his hands, fell, well, we thought incomplete, but the ref said it was a fumble. So Wayne Trace took over with basically 10 seconds to go in the half. They took a knee and went into the half, which is where we're at now. Rams leading the Raiders 13-6. And outside of that blocked punt in the first half, guys, the Rams, defensively wise, I mean, I didn't get the numbers yet from Sean and Kirsty, but I would say the Rams probably held the Raiders to under 50 yards of total offense. They were, unstoppable.
Yeah, other than the one long pass they had, I don't know if they really even had a first down. I think that was the only play they got a first down on. The only other time they got any real significant positive yards was on that blocked punt.
Correct.
And we've seen Wayne Trace, too. They like to throw that little bubble or behind the line of scrimmage there, and the Ram defenders are just on that like no one else can
Yeah, they're like ants on sugar.
Yes. But, I would say that's a pretty fair statement there, Keith.
Rams will kick the ball to the Raiders here to start the second half over here. Fantastic crowd as always. Tucker Antone deep on the far side for the Raiders. Bishop high, deep, end over end kick. Antone takes it for about the 7-yard line. Across the 10, 15 comes near side. About the 17 is where he goes, and he is stopped there. I think Grady Gusweiler on the tackle for the Rams. Rams special teams as well, outside of that block punt. Excellent coverage here in the first half.
Yeah, I would say Wayne Trace on the opening kickoff, it has to be averaging maybe 18, right where they have the ball, about 17 to 18 yards.
And as we said many a times during our broadcast, you don't want to be a special team on the opposition running that ball up with a full head of steam because you run into a brick wall. Moorhead inside handoff. Graham Askins.
Speaking of running into a brick wall.
Along with Dallas Dockenhouse. On the stop for the Rams, about a 4-yard loss to start the second half here for the Raiders.
Kind of looked like a read option there, and it didn't read it too well.
The Rams defense, excellent read on the play.
Yeah.
Now's the perfect time for everyone to see the coordinated blinking windmills out there.
As I was coming back up here over to the west of us, it's nothing but red lights.
3 receivers on the far side, 1 near side, shotgun formation for the Raiders. Moorhead straight back drop under pressure. Throws in the flat. Ball's in and out of one of the receiver's hands and might actually be caught.
I think they're saying he completed
on the far side, but it's still a loss of about 5 yards for the Raiders. little screen in the Raider backfield went through the running back's hands into the receiver's hands, which is about 3 or 4 yards behind him. Scooped it off the turf for a catch of about -4.
Haskins is all over the quarterback again. So
it's third down for the Raiders, 3rd and 16, just underway, 10:30 and winding here. The Rams lead 13-6 over here at Wayne Trace. Perfect night for football.
It's absolutely beautiful.
62 degrees on your David Frank opening kickoff forecast. 3 receivers, far side, 1 near side. Moorhead under pressure is going to take it. Straight ahead, under pressure, dropped in the backfield by Braden Rosti. Another loss on the play by the Raiders.
We were just talking about, coming into the start of the half here, about the Rams defense holding them to significantly negative yards on most plays. Here they are yet again, about 4th and 20, it looks like.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It just kind of way the first half started, all negative yards for Wayne Trace. It wasn't until that last drive there before the half that they put together some positive yards.
I'll have to shoot Sean a message here. They may be setting up for the Rib Fest for tomorrow. Low punt in the end zone. Oh, Grady almost blocked it. A line drive kick over the 40, way back to the 50. Eckert scoops it up at the 50. Comes near side. We got flags on the plate. Eckert 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Pushed out of bounds at about the 18-yard line, but looks like they're going to bring this one back.
Just got to stand there.
It was close, but I think they got that one right, blocking it back.
9:26 to go here in the third quarter. Rams 13, Raiders 6 on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
As the Tinora coaches are up here saying, that one of those things, at that point, you kind of just need to stop and stand in the way, not necessarily extend the arms, because 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to draw that block in the back penalty.
Absolutely, AJ, I agree with you 100%. If he just stands there and kind of just lets the guy run into him, then it's not going to be his fault. Guys, we were talking about those burgers earlier when I went over to the halftime.
Did you get one?
No, the smoke was rolling out from underneath that little hut they're cooking them in. Man, I tell you what, fire departments could have used that as training. It was the way the smoke was rolling out of there.
There's the hut.
Rams set up 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. We got bodies going everywhere. I'm not sure what.
Dropped the snap, it looked like?
No, they snapped the ball when it wasn't supposed to be snapped, it looked like, because nobody moved except for the center.
The Raiders kind of came across the line. The Rams were semi coming across the line. So loss of 2, 2nd and 12 for the Rams.
Yeah, I'll say that was a mistake on the center didn't know the count and snapped the ball because it caught everybody by surprise.
Ball's on the Tinora side of the 50, on the far side hash mark. Caden Radzik comes near side. 3 backs in the backfield. Handoff inside. Gets too close to the 50. Knocked down about the 49. I think Dockenhouse was on the carry for the Rams. Thanks to Jason Lieb out there listening, and Wes and Vicky probably tuning in, and everybody else watching tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in here tonight.
You know, I'm almost surprised they didn't call a false start on that one where the center snapped early.
That's why I kind of
in college, we had a couple plays where the center would snap and no one else went, and they called a false start on the center.
But it's a live play. I mean, it would be the center really can't be offsides unless he doesn't fully snap the ball.
3rd and 8, Eckert takes it off the left side. Hit just about the yard marker. Lunges forward for a gain of 1. It's going to be 4th and 7 for the Rams offense. And update from Ayersville quickly how the tides have turned over at Ayersville. Ayersville 24, Hicksville nothing. So the pilots and Coach Mickey came out of the locker room like the locker room was on fire.
I'm sure Coach Mickey wasn't very happy going into the locker room.
Leading 8-0 at the half.
That's not what I don't think anybody in the area expected that score going into halftime.
Bishop back to kick for Tinora. Tucker Antone deep at about the 20 for Wayne Trace. Bishop chases Antone. Well, actually hits at the 23, across the 20, rolls to about the 17-yard line, where Wayne Trace will take over. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. 7:21 to go here in the third quarter on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. Tinora 13, Wayne Trace Raiders 6.
Well, guys, I haven't seen Graziani play since he stumbled and fell down on the snap. But I think we got to go back to that as the Rams offense. Maybe two platooning those guys. It seemed like there was a little bit of a spark there, and since that stopped, we've basically just kind of died offensively. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but
yeah, it does seem like they've kind of lost that fire, lost the sputter a little bit.
Got the stats from Sean. Let me see if I can't
Get him.
Dockenhouse was Moorhead, kind of was in no man's land there.
Some broken play.
That was another one of those plays that just developed really slowly. It looked like nobody.
Loss of about 15. First downs, first half, Rams 11, Wayne Trace 4. Overall yardage, Tinora with 126 yards on 29 plays. Wayne Trace 16 plays, 23 yards, which we were close. And I said 50. Actually, Wayne Trace had 23 total yards.
I think they've only lost yards so far this half.
1 yard rushing for the Raiders.
Tony, I totally agree. Back to you with the Graziani statement. I mean, it seemed like when he was in there, though he did have a couple mistakes. I mean, it gave the Ram offense something there to work with.
And since then, they've put
Moorhead again being chased. Across the 10, 15, gets close to the 20, lunges forward to the 22-yard line on that second and forever for the Raiders offense. It's respectable. It's going to be about 3rd and 8 for the Raider offense here as we are at the halfway point of the third quarter. Rams still leading 13-6.
Yeah, and we brought Eckert in, and we've been pretty much just running him. He takes the ball and runs. As we threw a little bit right there before the half, but I don't know. We'll see what the Rams do here. Big third down stop. Couldn't quite get off the field last week on third down. Let's see what we do here.
Moorhead straight backdrop. Looking, fires over the middle, in and out of the receiver's hands out there. As well as send Rams defense in the area.
That was just about picked off by Radzik there.
Yes.
Cut that route. That might have been in pick 6, kind of similar to Wasion.
Caden Radzik. Speaking of a watcher, Pittsburgh Sue probably watching, as always, when she's not here.
Pittsburgh Sue.
On
I just
site.
think it makes me think about the Brownies last night. What about those Brownies?
Boy, they tried to blow that one too. Goodness gracious.
Beat the Steelers.
Dangler back deep. Nice kick. High. Chases Anders back to the 50, across the 45, gets to about the 40-yard line. Rams are going to take this possession, 1st and 10 inside Raider territory.
Yeah, positive start here. Let's start on the good side of the 50. So
Rams on top, 13-6. Like it's been that way for quite some time. Have the ball on the far side hash. Tinora will. .5:32 here in the quarter. Rams rushing. Play clock's at 5. Eckert under center. Gives it to Edwards across the left side. Flag on the play. Edwards, 35-30, 20. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown Ram, but that's going to be brought back. Illegal motion on the Rams.
Before the ball was really even snapped.
what do they call the shift? He was set before the play was snapped, wasn't he?
Penalty negates the long Brandon Edwards touchdown run from about a 40-yard touchdown run from Brandon.
It's like they had a shift on in the backfield there, and since the play clock was so low, I think Eckert got in a hurry and snapped the ball before it was back where they should be, but only one guy moving. I thought that would have been okay.
It was going to be 1st and 15 for Tinora. The ball's back to the Tinora, or the Wayne Trace 45-yard line. Far side hash. Inside handoff. This time goes nowhere to Brandon Edwards.
Now's the time really to get Graziani in there. Right now I feel like us as a Tinora offense are so one-dimensional. You know, Eckert's in there. He's a good athlete, don't get me wrong,
Right.
but the Wayne Trace Raiders know that he's not going to throw the ball.
I agree there 100%. It's
From Antwerp, finally have a score there. Antwerp 42, Fairview nothing. That's a halftime score.
The Rams are struggling a little bit in the middle to try to control Wayne Trace's. I mean, again, right there, I just watched it.
Edwards takes a handoff off the left side. He is popped right at the line of scrimmage at the Wayne Trace 45. Wait, 3rd and 15.
I'm not sure what's going on in the middle there, but that another Wayne Trace guy, I couldn't quite see the number, just jumped right through there on the snap. I don't even know if he got touched.
Yeah, those backers right now for the Raiders are filling, and they're filling hard.
4:24, 4:23, and winding here in the third quarter. Rams still nursing that 13-6 lead. Only points for the Raiders, courtesy of a blocked punt midway through the second quarter. Radzik near side receiver. Eckert goes under center on this 3rd and long for the Rams. Gives the Dockenhausen, and he bounces off a tackler. Gets it to the 40-yard line. Gain of maybe 5 for Dallas. 4th and 10 coming up for the Rams offense. Special teams coming on the field. Jacob Bishop trots out.
Guys, I tell you what, the Raiders are going to come after this punt. They were there. The Bishop took a little bit to punt the last one. I'm telling you, they're going to come back after this.
I totally agree with you, Tony.
Antone, the lone returner, he's back at the 15-yard line. Bishop's going to kick from about the 50.
Actually, they did not. I'm surprised.
High end over end kick, sails all the way back to the 3 and trickles into the end zone just on the other side of the end zone line. So the Raiders will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Tony, I mean, I totally agreed with you. Something like that in a situation with that field position, I would have bet that they were coming bringing the house. But
yeah, Bishop took a little bit to punt the last time, and I thought, man, they seen it again. They'll come after it again. And, well, they didn't, so we got the ball off. Unfortunately, it trickled into the end zone, as Keith said. And
just on the other side of the line, too.
Yeah. Thought it was going to check up at first, but bounced on in.
3:52 to go here in the third. 2 receivers far side, 1 comes in motion near side. Moorhead straight back drop, looking under pressure, and he's sacked in the backfield. Javen Gaines again. 2nd sack for Javen tonight. 3rd tackle for loss for Gaines. As again, those just joining us, Javen Gaines been out since the winter due to a wrestling injury down at the state tournament. So Javen, first action this season, more than making up for it.
Yeah, having some fun out there too. Again, AJ, you talked about the negative yardage, and here is Wayne Trace going backwards again. But you know what? Unfortunately, so did the Rams.
We're just one big play from the Raiders of them tying or taking the lead, and the Rams have dominated this entire game. Man in motion comes near side, 2x2. Moorhead straight back drop under pressure, flushed out, fires over the middle. Pass caught at the 30, across the 35 to the 36-yard line. That's a first down for the Raiders. Eric Dagler with the catch.
Tell you what, talking about a big play, there was nobody back there. As he caught that, he kind of slowed up a bit, giving him enough time to recover. But, man, if he hits him in stride, that's the big play you were just talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
1st and 10 Raiders at their own 35. Ball's in the center of the hash. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side, 1 back in the backfield. Moorhead fakes a handoff, quarterback keeper. Dockenhouse back there, couldn't make a tackle. Missed tackles across the 40, 45, 50-yard line. Brought down by Gavin Eckert, but not before. Gain of about 15 for Moorhead.
All of a sudden, the Rams can't tackle. Missed about 4 times there, it looks like. I mentioned the negative yards, and here goes Wayne Trace.
Approaching the 2:20 mark here in the third quarter.
Nice little run by Moorhead. He's kind of shifty. Making people miss.
Yeah, came in with 50 rushing attempts, 203 yards. Well, just a shade over 4 yards an attempt. 3 receivers near side, 1 in motion. Moorhead Fakes a handoff, now takes the handoff and goes straight ahead, crosses the 50 into Rams territory, about the 49-yard line. Gain of 3 for the Raiders, going to be 2nd and 7. Under 2 minutes to go here. Rams still lead 13-6.
I think the Raiders are going to try to milk that one. They may have found something there. They're going to go back to that a few times.
Fantastic Friday night for football. Next Friday night, don't forget.
Well, even on that last play there, I'm not sure who was making that initial contact with the running back, but he almost took the fake handoff, I guess. He kind of pulled it and went out around him, but he was through the line.
Moorhead straight back, fires it over the middle. In and out of the arms of Braden Rosti as a flag comes flying in to the 50-yard line.
It's kind of in the area of like somebody downfield.
So going to be on the Rams. Illegal hands to the face, yes. Yeah. So that's going to be, see where they spot it. Not sure if this is a 15-yard penalty.
Yep, sure is.
15-yard penalty. Going to put the ball even farther in Rams territory. About the 33-ish. Call it to 34.
I'll tell you what, defense, they got to step up and catch that ball. It's like the third time I think we've had a pick that's gone through somebody's hands.
1:14 to go here in the third. Rams still on top, 13-6.
Put a little bit of spit on those gloves or something.
See old Ronnie Lott put some stickum on your gloves.
Put some stickum on there.
One receiver far side, 2 near side, 1 back behind Moorhead. Moorhead straight back drop under pressure, flushed out of the pocket, looking.
Dockenhouse being held, just got tackled.
Near side, pass caught.
Hey, referee right there. Dockenhouse got tackled.
Race Price with his first catch. First time we called Price's name tonight. On offense or defense, I believe.
Well, that's better. We're back to the negative yards for
2nd and 12 as we close out the first quarter. About one more play left here. 25 seconds to go. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. Moorhead takes a snap, drops it. Ball's on the ground. Picked up by one of the backs behind Moorhead. Graham Askins back there to make sure he goes nowhere.
That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter, or the third quarter here.
I thought he was going to come up with that ball there.
Ezra Sin back there to save the day for the Raiders. And that will be the end of a very quick third quarter. So we're going to head to the fourth. Rams still with that 13-6 lead. We'll be back with the exciting finish. Quarter number 4 coming up on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. We'll be back right after this.
Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun of Defiance has been serving Northwest Ohio for over 30 years. Need cash? Collateral pawn loans are available. Stop in and see Shar and the staff at 5727 State Route 66 North in Defiance, Ohio. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun carries a full line of new and pre-owned items that include firearms, ammo, optics, game systems, knives, jewelry, and Amish poly furniture. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun has in-house jewelry as well as a gunsmith on site. Hours of operation are Monday 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 3. Got questions? Give them a call, 419-784-9880, or visit them online at woodenindianpawn.com, or visit their Facebook page. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun, your locally owned pawn specialists. Say go Rams.
Back at Wayne Trace High School. Exciting fourth quarter coming up. Rams still lead by 7, 13-6. Third and long for the Raiders offense. Big defensive series here for Tinora. We need a stop here. Moorhead has the ball on the far side hash. Straight back drop, looking under pressure. Is going to run. Gets across the 40 to the 35. All the way down to the Tinora 33. Still considerably short of a first down. That'll be 4th and probably 8-ish, we'll say.
They'll go for this, Keith.
Actually, it's 4th and 10.
They're going to line up and go quick.
Especially with them having the momentum right now, it wouldn't surprise me one bit.
4th and 10, 2 receivers near side, 2 far side. Balls on the far side hash. Moorhead, like you're trying to chase the Rams off sides. Play clock at 15. Still plenty of time on the play clock for the Raiders. Moorhead trying to get the play. Looks at his wrist. Snap does not go.
Everybody else moved.
Everybody moved but the center. Moorhead. And the Raiders will get a 5-yard.
Just the opposite of what Tinora did a minute ago.
False start penalty.
The center started, nobody else did. This one, the center didn't, and everybody else did. So it's kind of backwards.
It's going to be 4th and 15. Interesting to see what Coach Holden does here.
I tell you what, I don't know. Maybe I played the field position game and tried to pin Tinora deep. Tinora hasn't been able to do anything offensively this half, so maybe you punt this ball away. Hopefully you get to flip the field there a little bit.
Ball's on the Tinora 39-yard line for this 4th and 15, we'll call it. 10:50 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Moorhead whistle again on the play.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Play clock was at 1 as the ball was snapped. I think he kind of freaked out. Didn't want another 5-yard penalty.
Timeout brought to you by Clubhouse Pizza. Nay, stop out, see Rachel and Jason. Clubhouse Pizza. Nay, don't forget to get your tickets for the October 22nd Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters presents Night at the Racers at the VFW. Tickets are $50 each. That is a dinner provided by Matt Bishop. Come out, have a great time. We'll have the game on TV. Bet on some horses. And support the Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters, which provide a lot of things for the Tinora sports.
How does that work, Keith? Bet on horses. What do you mean? What bet on horses? What are we doing?
So if you want to, it's a pre-recorded race, but nobody knows the outcome of the race. So
Gotcha.
you come up just like you're at a racetrack. So
All
if
right.
you want to put your $5 on horse number 15,
Gotcha.
you come up to the table. I want $5 on horse 15, and if horse 15 wins, you come back and collect your winnings.
All right.
And if you don't win, you bet on the next race. Going to have a good time. Oh, some adult beverages, some great food by Matt Bishop. Buckeyes games are going to be on, and horse races. Can't ask for more. Huge 4th and 15 again here. 3 receivers far side, 1 near side. Moorhead
He wasn't stopped
shotgun.
moving.
Yep, there it is. Flag.
Why is there no flag?
There is a flag.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that one. I thought that
Coach.
was blocked by the post.
Coach Fairchild, Coach Kime up here shouting.
Well, yeah, they moved everybody to the left. They moved everybody to the right and never let that guy get set. That's a
It's not,
time.
Same
it's not
thing
the
we used to
Canadian
hope for.
Football League.
Yeah,
You get a running
everybody
start
moving.
there.
So it's going to be 4th and 20 now for the Raiders.
I cannot believe they're still going to go for this.
Coach
That'd
Holden.
I'd be
I would
punting
think that
this.
they
Yeah,
have
they're
to
going
punt
to
now.
bring
Yeah,
out
there
the
you go.
special teams unit here.
Rams need to go after this. You know what I mean? This is the one they need to go after.
Get a momentum shift here.
Yeah. They blocked one on you. You go get one on them. Go after it.
See if Geisinger goes after it.
Grady's been close, I mean,
I
each
know.
time.
Eckert and Anders deep for Tinora. They're lined up inside the 10. Punt's a little high. Here comes Gressweiler. They block him, though.
Peter.
Kick hits about the 17, rolls across the 10. It's going to be down to the 8-yard line. Rams are going to start deep in their own territory. 10:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Still, Tinora leading 13-6 here.
I think that's absolutely crazy. Just looking at the scoreboard, seeing it 13-6, and I would say, honestly, both teams combined probably under 200 yards of offense in the game.
That's 13-6, and we scored our 13 points in the first quarter, didn't we?
Yeah, right off the bat, yes. Let me look at Sean's stats that he sent. At the halftime, we had 126 yards, 89 on the ground, and 37 passing. And 33 of those were on that one play to Edwards.
Dang.
False start on Tinora is going to back them up half the distance to the goal line, so it's going to be 1st and probably 13. No, actually took it all the way back.
Well, guys, we've said this 100 times. I think this is where the Rams need to put together one of those Tinora drives and just eat up the clock here. Just try to get some first downs.
So
eat up
mark
the
it down.
clock.
There's 10:30 to go here. It's 1st and 15. That 5-yard penalty really hurt.
Yeah, absolutely it does.
Eckert under center for the Rams. Falls down inside handoff to Dockenhouse. Kind of stumbles to the 5.
Dockenhouse was doing that last week. Kept slipping and sliding all over the place. He needs to get some new cleats.
Yeah, he did actually for his 29 carries for 179 yards. He did stumble a few times.
Slipping a lot. Even get him those 3 inchers.
2nd and 15 all the way back at their own 5-yard line. Rams are deep in their own territory here as we hit the 10-minute mark. Rams still with that 7-point lead. This is a spot where you need to get out of here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk about going after the punter.
Need a big run here.
Eckert gives to Edwards. Edwards off the right side of the Rams offensive line, gets across the 5, close to the 8-yard line. Getting about 3, maybe 4 for Brandon. It's going to be a huge 3rd and 9 for the Tinora Rams.
The thing is, if Tinora doesn't get this first down, that's again a short field position for Wayne Trace. And we saw last drive they were able to push it down the field.
And dude, I'm telling you, if they don't get a first down, they will come after this punt.
Eckert's going to go under center, tight formation for the Rams. Radzik, your near side receiver. Hand off to Dockenhouse, caught in the backfield, about 2-yard loss. Great read by the Raider defense, applying pressure on the Rams. 4th and 10 for Tinora.
Wow.
8:53 and counting.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow. I don't even know what to say anymore.
13-6. Rams on top by 7.
They are coming.
Bishop going to wind up deep
Everybody's
in
on
his
the
own
line,
end
boys.
zone.
Here they come.
Yep, they're going after him.
At about his 35. Bishop gets the snap. Kick up and away. Antone with a fair catch called at the 36-yard line.
Good flip of the field.
Raiders going to take over 1st and 10 from the Tinora 36, trailing by 7. 13-6. 8:27 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Right there's what I was talking about, guys, on whether Wayne Trace was trying to go for it. Take the punt, flip the field. Now look where you're starting. You're about right where you were at before the penalties happened.
Mr. Gary Brown, another report. 37-0. Pilots up in the 3rd quarter. They scored 29 points in the 3rd quarter. Ball's on the far side hash. Moorhead, shotgun formation. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. Rams defense needs to step up again here. Moorhead, inside handoff, straight ahead. No, Moorhead, quarterback keeper actually. Took it far side. Loss of 2 on the play. Actually fooled me.
Eckert
Fooled the camera guy.
Fooled the camera guy as well.
Eckert came in strong on that one.
I think fooled just about everybody up here in the box.
It's like a Nolan Schaefer fake from the last couple of years. One of the best fakes that we've seen in high school football in the last decade. Nolan Schaefer down at Ohio State. If you're watching, Nolan, we appreciate that.
That was always something so good about Nolan. I mean,
my word.
He would just
like
tuck
a
it so deep in the running
magician.
back's chest, and which would open up guys deep down the field.
2 by.
2nd and 11 for the Raiders. 7:40 and counting here in the 4th quarter.
Forward on that motion.
Pass out here in the flats, complete. Caught, slipped actually at the 31-yard line. Radzik with the tackle, but the receiver, Tucker Antone, with the catch. Feet kind of came out from under him. Gain of about 5 is going to be 3rd and 6 for the Raiders. Another 2-down opportunity here for the Raider offense. The Rams will need 2 stops here.
Another big stop for the Ram defense. How many times have we said this year? We're coming in the 4th quarter, about 7 minutes to go in the quarter, and kind of in the game.
That's exactly where we're at.
We're here again.
Right at the 7-minute mark. Rams still with that 13-6 lead. It's not like a broken record for those of you listening on radio.
Yeah, I'm sure. Jeez whiz.
Tight end trips.
2 receivers near side. Man goes in motion far side. Looked like the quarterback was in motion.
Quarterback.
Deep pass over the middle. Passes back there. Is it intercepted? I think it is. Intercepted by Brandon Edwards. Another great play tonight by the Rams. Edwards on his back, kind of like last week with Ultimus. Winds up with the interception at about the 3-yard line.
I don't know. I think it's closer to the 1. Maybe the 2. Pretty far down
That was
there.
a heck of a play. We'll have to edit that one tonight, too, into the highlights.
Yeah, that
wow.
was a bunch of Rams around there. I wasn't sure if anybody was going to come up with it, though. That was kind of bounced around there for a second.
What a great play, but you almost wish you would have just fell in the end zone with it to get them out of their 1-yard line.
Yeah.
So we're back lined up in the shadow of their own goalpost.
Right back where we were at.
6:43 to go here in the 4th quarter. Rams are up by 7. Another key possession here. See a dose of Edwards and Dockenhouse and just put together a good old Tinora Rams drive. Eckert goes under center. Straight ahead goes Gavin. Gets out to close to the 5-yard line. Gave about 3, maybe 4 for Eckert. Going to bring up second and a long 6, we'll call it. 6:25 and counting. Ball's close to the far side hash. Play clock is at 15. Plenty of time for Eckert and the Rams. That's Cole Anders goes far side for the Rams. Dockenhouse and Edwards in the backfield. Handoff to Edwards. Straight ahead, across the 10, maybe the 11-yard line for Brandon. Going to be just short of a first down. It's going to be 3rd, and we'll call it a long 1.
Huge play here. The Rams have to get a first down.
You know, honestly, if you're the Rams at this point, if you could just manage to get a couple first downs here, milk the rest of the clock out the way this game's been going, if they can just continue to pound and ground the rest of the way, I think they'll be in good shape.
Walk out of here with a win, you just call it a win and go to the locker room.
You know, one thing we've been watching with the Northwest Ohio Sports podcast is that whoever plays Wayne Trace and Wayne Trace themselves just seems like there's a lot of mistakes made, hard to control the ball, and it seems like it's a curse over here.
Play clock was at 3. Edwards straight ahead has the first down. Across the 15, falls forward to the 17, we'll call it. It's going to be 1st and 10 Tinora.
Yeah, as I was saying there, it just seems like even tonight has been a very mistake-filled game on both sides. You know, blocked punt, interceptions thrown all over the place. Things have just been just mistake-filled football tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. It's Wayne Trace must bring that with him, kind of like a voodoo or something from all the other Wayne Trace games we've talked about this year.
Close to the 5-minute mark here. Rams still with that 7-point lead. Ball's in the center of the hashes. Anders, far side receiver. Eckert under center. Gives to Edwards off the right side. Brandon close to the 20. Gets pushed back. Gain of about 3 for Edwards. Going to be 2nd and 7 for Coach Kraus and the Rams offense. Airsville scored again. 37-0. Try and get some scores while we have a brief moment here on play clock still at 20 for Tinora. 3rd and a long 7. Defiance 31, Elida 7. Van Wert and OG tied at 10 at the half.
Wow.
Eckert gives to Edwards, busted up inside, gets close to the 25-yard line. You know, good 5 yards for Brandon. It's going to be 3rd, and we'll say 2 for the Tinora offense. 3:45 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Rams trying to use a good old-fashioned Tinora Rams drive to kill the clock. Bryan 42, Patrick Henry 20. That's in the 3rd.
Wow.
Columbus,
Not the game we expected.
no, Columbus Grove 23, Lipsick nothing. That's in the 4th.
Another game I'm kind of shocked by to hear that score.
The Van Wert OG game, what's that score? That was close.
Tied at 10.
Tied at 10?
Yep.
Wow. After the 70-point.
Play clock at 0 as the snap goes off. Eckert in the backfield goes far side, runs into Gus Weiler. A flag goes flying. Like Grady ran into, or Gavin ran into Grady, trying to get around the corner on that far side over there. See what the flag is. Holding on the Rams. That's going to march him back 10 yards.
Not what you needed on a 3rd and 2, I can tell you that.
3:08 to go here. Rams marching methodically from the 1-yard line. Now we're going to head back 10 yards. Both teams with, I believe, 3 timeouts left. As AJ said earlier, there's not a timeout indicator on the scoreboard, but I believe both teams have the 3 timeouts remaining.
Not sure. I think Wayne Trace might have used 1 timeout there at the last.
Oh, they did, right, when they had that 4th and
Yep.
15. That's correct. So Wayne Trace has 2 timeouts remaining. 3rd and long for Tinora, 3rd and 13. Eckert goes under center. Inside handoff. Cole Anders takes it across the 15 to the 18. It'll be 4th down and 9 for Tinora. Rams special teams come on the field. Another huge 4th down punt coming up for Jacob Bishop and the Rams.
Well, Tony, you think they're coming after this one?
I wouldn't see why they wouldn't.
2:25 to go. Rams still leading 13-6. All Tenora's points in the first quarter.
Act like they're going to, but I think they're going to back out of it.
Bishop going to kick from about his 5. Tucker Antone deep about the 50. High end kick. Fair catch called by Antone about the 44-yard line.
Fair catch there.
Like he had a little bit of green in front of him, but Tucker Antone kind of
even waved his hands like maybe, whoops, maybe I should have done
that's
that.
what he did. That's what I was going to say. He's like, man.
As Coach Becker up here said, it looked like they were setting up a return. The way nobody went after the punt. So, in that kind of situation, it almost looks like they're setting up a return, but they didn't even attempt it.
Here we go again with the Rams defense. Time to step up, as we said all night here.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the ball game, and they keep saying that defense wins ball games. Well, here we go.
Again, thanks everybody for watching. We have 2 streams going on here, us and My Sports Live, and we have close to 200 people watching. So thank everybody for tuning in. If you're bouncing back and forth, them guys do a fantastic job next door as well. So we appreciate everybody watching. If you're listening on radio, appreciate that as well. Here, huge final 2 minutes to go. He's moving towards the line. That should be a flag. No flag.
Yeah,
there is
a
one.
flag.
Yep.
Antone with the catch across the 45 to the 40 down to the 39.
They've been doing that all night. I think they finally got the call. The receiver goes in motion, and as he gets across in front of the quarterback, he just starts angling towards the line of scrimmage.
That was a severe. That was a severe angle. That's really the first one I've noticed that's been a little.
Yeah, that one was
not.
pretty obvious.
I mean, that was quite obvious. So, good job by the refs there throwing the flag. And usually, generally, a good job by the referees. I mean, as we said, we unfortunately are a little harsh. Not that often, honestly, but the referees do a fantastic job. So kudos to the Ohio High School Association referees.
And here we go again as Wayne Trace is going the wrong direction.
1:59 to go here. Ball's on the other side of the 50 at the 48-yard line. 2 receivers far side, 2 near side. Moorhead in the shotgun for Wayne Trace. Man in motion. Antone comes near side. Straight back drop. Moorhead flush near side under pressure. Dockenhouse back there misses a tackle. Gaines tries to get him. He can't. Rostai can't get him. Finally, I think
got butter on his jersey.
Caden Radzik chases him out of bounds over here near side.
I'll tell you what,
Like they put Crisco on his
Moorhead is
uniform
not
before.
a big guy. It's not like he's 6'2". I mean, what was the LCC guy like 6'2", 230 or something as a quarterback?
Zane
now?
Zyder, yes.
No, LCC.
LCC, yes.
Carson Parker.
Carson Parker.
That dude was big, and we were taking him down. We just can't seem to bring him down.
Charlie, put Gavin deep.
Second and forever for the Raiders. Antone goes in motion again, far side. Moorhead, straight back drop looking, fires deep over the middle, has a man out there. Pass is caught. Big first down, Derek Dangler. That was 20 yards to go for a first down. The Raiders convert. Down to 1:13 to go here. Raiders close to being in the red zone. First down and 10 on the Tinora 23-yard line. Ball's on the near side hash. 2 receivers far side, 2 near side. Moorhead in the shotgun. Straight back drop. Looking. Fires near side. Has a man out here. Caught at the 18. Goes forward.
Oh!
Rostai comes in.
Probably should have gone down.
For the cleanup there. Race Price with the catch.
I don't think he knows where he's at.
He's still on his knee. He got rocked.
Yeah, not sure what he was doing there. I think he was trying to reach for the first down
I don't know
or
what he was
but
doing. Rostai made him pay for it. He was kind of reaching out there. I thought maybe he was going to try to pitch it to somebody.
First down reception by Price. It was gaining about 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Raider offense. We're down to 48 seconds to go.
Wow.
I believe the Raiders took a timeout there, so they're down to 1.
Price for Wayne Trace was someone last year who led the area in interceptions
He did.
with 7
Yes.
on the year, which was actually pretty surprising.
Yes.
But
haven't really called his name much tonight, offense or defensively. Another barn burner here for the Rams. Coming down again for the last few seconds like we did last week and the previous couple weeks.
I tell you, I'm going to be honest, I kind of enjoyed last year when we got to talk a little bit into the games.
Two receivers near side. Now Antone goes in motion. Far side cuts up.
Right in the middle.
Moorhead fires deep out there. Over the head of his receiver. Graziani and Eckert giving chase, but Moorhead fired it deep in the back corner of the end zone where either his receiver was going to get it or nobody.
Starting to get a little extracurricular
well, I tell you
chippiness.
what, Wayne Trace does not need that. Dude, that would be a game killer right there.
15-yard penalty, yes. So it's going to be third and about 4 for the Raiders here. We're down to 41 seconds. Rams lead by 7, 13-6.
I'd be all over that young man. Like, listen, dude, you want to stay in the ball game, you better calm down. You can't afford a 15-yard penalty here.
Potentially 2 downs, keeping the Rams from a victory here. Let's see if they can pull it off.
3 receivers near side, 1 far side. Moorhead shotgun formation. Play clock was at 0 and a snap. Moorhead straight ahead, brought down by Javen Gaines.
Over here, Justin.
Throw the flag. Throw the flag.
Throw a flag.
Oh, he pulled the flag out and then put it away. Are you kidding me?
Going to be 4th down for the Raiders. Timeout on the field. Wayne Trace. Raiders take a timeout. It's going to be 4th and 5 for...
I do believe that's their last timeout.
Yes,
as well.
it is.
So this was
4th and game for the Raiders and Coach Holden. 29 seconds to go. 13-6. Rams trying to hold on here. And don't forget, 2 weeks ago, these same Raiders tied up Edgerton on basically the last play of the game and went for 2. They went for the win.
Yeah, I would see that here. I mean, I honestly could see that here, especially after the first one got blocked. I can see him doing the exact same thing here. AJ mentioned the extracurricular. There was a lot of extracurricular right there. And the
on the near
referee
side,
walked
that
right
was
up.
Dockenhouse, right.
The referee walked right up, was staring right at it, reached it down, pulls his flag out, and then tucked it back in his pants. I'm not sure that flag should have been thrown. That was way, way, way after the play was over.
and way on the other side of the field.
4th and 5.
Double tight.
Tight formation for the Raiders. Moorhead shotgun formation. Looking, being chased. Dockenhouse. Moorhead fires it out there. Pass is caught, but I think it's short of the first down.
He didn't make the line of scrimmage. It's our ball.
Rams defense does hold.
None.
That's a rather surprising call there. A very tight formation by the Raiders on that 4th and 5. First time we've seen that all night.
Yeah, and that's something, too, as the Raiders. I mean, if you're a wide receiver, you got to know you got to get to the sticks. It's a do or die. It's 4th and game, and that's something you got to have in the game plan and know where situational awareness.
Got to know where you're at.
Coach Becker and Coach Keim heading out happy. Coach Becker kind of sweating it there for a few seconds. When you sit next to the coaches, you kind of get a whole nother element at times, like to see their reaction as the play happens. So 22 seconds to go here. Rams are going to kneel down for the final play here. Gavin Eckert for Tinora takes the knee. That should be it from Wayne Trace. We will run down the scoring summary on the Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services post-game show. We'll have the Higbee Embroidery Player of the Game Award, and our scoring summary is pretty much what we said the couple times in the first half. But stay tuned. Coming up, Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services post-game show is coming up, and we'll do that right after this time out.
Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Bidlack of Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Bidlack. He can assist you on those. At Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season.
Back at Tinora, Rams with a rather sweaty 13-6 victory. Hold on. Stopping the Raiders on a very bizarre 4th and 6 play by Wayne Trace. Welcome to the Bidlack Insurance and Investments post-game show. Post-game summary, or scoring summary, goes like this. First quarter, Gavin Eckert with a 1-yard touchdown run. 4:47 to go in the first quarter. Jacob Bishop added the extra point. It was 7-0 Tinora. Right at the end of the first quarter, a spectacular play. I mean, the play was kind of ad-libbed by Dominic Graziani. Rolled far side, came back near side, rolled again far side, hit Brandon Edwards out in the flat. Edwards took it in from 33 yards out. Extra point was no good. Rams with a 13-0 lead after the first quarter and basically were dominating the game. Midway through the second quarter, block punt by Wayne Trace. Landon Foltz picked up a block punt off the foot of Jacob Bishops and took it in. Extra point was blocked. We had a 13-6 game. Rams drove down the end of the first half. Seemed like they got in field goal range. Turnover on the Rams resulted in no points. Wayne Trace ran out the final 10 seconds. Here in the second half, we have no scoring to report. Both teams basically playing ping pong back and forth. Rams defense stepped up when they needed to, so kudos to the Tinora Rams defense. On that final drive, Wayne Trace kind of came down, got in position, wound up with a 4th and 6, and came out with a tight formation, but the Rams were prepared for it. And Moorhead threw a pass in the flat, was caught out here in front of the Raider bench, but it was for a minimal gain, and the Rams took over on downs with about 25 seconds to go, and Gavin Eckert took a knee to seal the victory. So coming up, we will have the Higbee Embroidery Player of the Game Award, and we'll have some post-game thoughts. Thanks for tuning in for the Bidlack Insurance and Investments post-game show. Stay tuned. Coming up, we're going to have to decide who our Higbee Embroidery Player of the Game Award recipient will be. Stay tuned for the exciting news.
Higbee Embroidery of Defiance offers custom screen printing and custom embroidery to local high schools and individuals from all areas. Connie Higbee and her staff have been serving and supporting Tinora High School as well as the Tri-County area since 1999. From throws to t-shirts to school jackets and much, much more, Higbee Embroidery is here to serve your custom needs. Higbee Embroidery also offers custom artwork if it is needed to complete your project. Higbee Embroidery is located at 1940 East 2nd Street, right here in Defiance, Ohio. Contact them at 419-428-3000 or visit them online at higbee.com or Higbee Embroidery on Facebook. If you are looking for a customizable item, Higbee Embroidery is your place. Higbee Embroidery, a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams Live Player of the Game Award.
Back at Wayne Trace, Rams with a 13-6 victory here at Tinora. Hard-fought victory by the Tinora offense and defense. Welcome to our selection of the Higbee Embroidery Player of the Game. We talked about it it didn't really take long. Logan, our Higbee Embroidery Player of the Game Award.
Yeah, we talked again, and I think it was a no-doubter. Tony and I looked at each other, and we both said Javen Gaines right away.
Yep.
I mean, his first game back, and he's instantly making an impact. And, 3 sacks, at least 4 or 5 tackles for loss on top of that. And, he was just a beast out there. And it was good to see him out there and good to see him healthy, too. So, Javen Gaines was our player of the game.
Yeah, he had a fantastic game back. You could tell he was just chawing at the bit, gnawing at the bone. Hey, let me out. And finally released a play, first game back today, and he showed his worth, and Rams defense even better moving forward here as we close out the final 4 games coming forward. First quarter, Rams 13 points. We're up, pretty much dominated the first half. Second half, really didn't see much out of the Rams offense. Post-game thoughts, guys.
Just tonight, like I kind of mentioned throughout the game, it was a very mistake-filled football game on both sides of the ball. A lot of penalties, a lot of loss of yards, turnovers, that kind of thing. That's, like I said, though, that seems to be Wayne Trace's curse this year. Whoever plays them, and they themselves have just mistake after mistake. And luckily, the Rams come away 13-6. But again, Wayne Trace's only points came on a blocked punt. So the mistakes were costly, and luckily it wasn't, overly costly. So the Rams need to clean it up coming into next week. So they're going to have a tough game against Ayersville, and Ayersville's riding high right now, coming off of a big win against Edgerton. Sounds like they're doing pretty well tonight against.
Yeah, they were up 37-0. That was late third quarter after actually only having an 8-0 lead at the half.
Yeah, so they're Tenora's going to have to come out next week playing clean football and be ready to go.
Thoughts for myself. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a win. You ended up in the right side of the win-loss column, but was it pretty? No, not at all. And we saw that. It was definitely a defensive battle by both teams. I think going forward, we saw a little bit of action from both Eckert and Graziani, and both I thought played okay. But I think going forward, we have to figure out that situation, and we have to go about getting some kind of spark to our offense. There was many times we'd get driving down the field and it would just sputter, especially in that second half. And that second half, we felt like we didn't move the ball at all. But I think that's a big key going into next week, especially against a quality opponent like Ayersville. I mean, they're going to have enough film on Tinora, and they're going to know. And everyone and their brother knows that either Edwards, Eckert, or Dockenhouse are going to run the ball. So got to go ahead and make some game plans and get ready for Ayersville next week. Big game.
That's valid points, Logan. Coach Fairchild.
I think Logan covered it. It's just offensively, we've talked about it week after week after week, and just Sonora's offense is got to get moving. And you're not going to win games against Ayersville. Edgerton down the stretch scoring 13 points, and then the second half, it almost looked like Kenny was okay with the 13-6 lead, and we just kind of tried to play ball control offense, and we kind of held on there and just kind of kept trying to pound the ball and let our defense win it for us. And we had that bend, don't break defense again. So, hey, congratulations to the defense for standing strong and finishing it out.
Yeah, as Tony said, we'll run down the numbers here in a bit. But second half for Tinora, 16 plays for 37 total yards. Overall, they had 46 plays for 163 total yards. 126 of those were on the ground, 37 yards passing, and 33 of those were on the Graziani catch and run. Total first downs, Rams had 16 first downs, Raiders had 12. Again, total offense, 46 plays, 163 yards for Tinora. For the Raiders, 39 total offensive plays, 87 total yards. Rams held the Raiders to 20 carries for 5 yards. 19 completions for the Raiders for 82 yards. So the Rams held an opponent again under 100 yards of total offense. Penalty-wise, Rams had 6 penalties for 50 yards, and Raiders had 8 penalties for 78 yards.
That's like I was talking, the mistakes there. That's costly. When you're having more penalty yards than your opponent is in total offense, or close, that hurts a lot.
Trying to add these off in my head. Edwards had Brandon 18 carries for 75. Looks like 98 yards for Brandon. Actually, 33 of those were on the catch, so subtract those. But Edwards' effective game back, as we saw, kind of that little burst that we missed last week versus Antwerp. If you had to play that game again, do the Rams win? You don't know, but it would be nice to just see what you could do with Brandon out there. So Rams next week heading into the River Rivalry Week. A slew of activities. Volleyball game on Tuesday at Ayersville. We'll be at Tinora Friday night with the River Rivalry. Hopefully we have some decent weather. We can supposed to be 70 the way it looks in the forecast, till 7 days away, but hopefully we'll be on the roof at Tinora High School.
We just looked at it, mostly sunny. That's a plus.
Yes.
Not the rain.
No rain needed.
If it's chilly, it might be chilly, but it won't be in the rain.
Yeah,
so
rain for us at Tinora would be bad on the roof with electronics. Rain and water is electronics is bad. Bad mix.
I don't think Bat and Stevens is going to like their camera out in the rain.
Yes. Fantastic job again by Logan on the camera. And any final words as we head into the River Rivalry? As again, guys said plenty of times.
If you guys are listening out there, be sure to show up and support the Rams. I mean, they'll really appreciate it. Should be a good crowd, nice weather. I mean, there's no reason not to show up.
Absolutely. State Bank with the tailgate, I believe, handing out towels, I think, for both teams from what I understand.
I believe free popcorn, too, for the first 200 people. Right. So go out there and get your popcorn.
Towels, popcorn. Get your, I guess, we'll probably have pre-sale for that. $6 a ticket. Get on out to Tinora High School. We've had 2 straight big crowds. We expect a third next Friday. So get out there, support the Rams, grab your kids, come on out there, and get a little bit of a rivalry game under your belt. So final here, Rams with a sweated it out down the stretch, a 13-6 victory. All the scoring done in the first half here at Edgerton.
Wayne Trace.
Or Edgerton, yeah, at Wayne Trace. So
keeping you straight, Keith.
That's why you got all these guys up here for me. If you want to see our view, take a gander at the post-game article for the Clubhouse Pizza. I took a couple photos of our setup that we had up here, so you can understand why at times couldn't really see what was going on. So, but everybody here, we did a great job. We were kind of crammed into the corner here with the coaches and Eric Spiller doing the video, but we had a good time and appreciate everybody out there for watching and listening. Thanks to our sponsors, BSN Sports, Weber Bookkeeping, Maumee Valley Title Agency, Clubhouse Pizza, Dr. Fairchild at Fairchild Family Chiropractic. Got the bump clinic tomorrow, Dr. AJ?
Yep, so going to be the last week of it. Yep, coming in the end of September here. So if anybody's a little beat up over the week, come on in and get you taken care of.
There we go. Dr. AJ taking the month of October. He got big vacation plans or something, I think. Optimal Performance Fitness, Drop Zone Pizzeria, Higbee Embroidery. Again, our Higbee Embroidery player of the game, Javen Gaines. Science Excavating, Firestone Tavern, Oklahoma Tavern, Northwest Ohio Sports. Make sure you tune into our – you can still watch the podcast this weekend for this week. Yes. If not, tune in next week. A little technical problems this week.
Yes, I was going to say, should be on time next week. We had some technical problems. It never fails, but it should be released hopefully Wednesday next week.
Anybody involved with any sort of production or editing or, as in our case here at times, live video, if you can actually make it through an event without a hiccup, it's great. And tonight, actually, we made it through, and everything was fantastic. But tune in to that Northwest Ohio Sports Podcast. We have a great time. Send in your hot takes to Logan. That's probably our favorite segment that we have. So, Bat Stevens for the video. Another fantastic job by Logan on camera. Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters. Get your ticket for the October 22nd night at the races. Cut and Polish Hair and Nail Salon, Wooden Indian Pawn Shop, Bidlack Insurance and Investments, Wiener, Hill, Yoder, and Stanley, Attorneys at Law. Final again, Rams move to 4-2, 2-1 the GMC. Raiders fall to 2-4. They are 1-2 in the GMC. So for Keith Brown, Dr. AJ, Tony, and Dr. Logan Bailey, have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening to this exclusive presentation of Tinora Rams Sports. Be sure to tune in next time when we bring you more Rams action. And follow us online at TinoraRamsSportsAudio.com or on Twitter at Tinora Rams Audio.